Dusty on a Tuesday afternoon here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, and Andrew Marsh. Our guy Anthony be back on Thursday. He's also morning right now. Our guy Anthony.
That's afternoon.
Wow. Is it? Did I say morning?
Yeah.
All right. So this afternoon.
He's morning.
Yeah, morning.
Yeah. I said it's this afternoon.
Okay. I thought I said. See. As we
better.
figured out over the last little while, sometimes I have no idea what I say.
The words are just going.
I just go.
You said it the right way. I was just messing with you.
It worked in different ways.
It worked.
Yeah, I thought I said, "Oh, this morning." But no, our guy Anthony, boy, he was wearing it last night. Hey, boys.
Hey, man. I wish people were privy to our text thread because some of the things that are said in there are absolutely hilarious. And unfortunately, good people out there, I can't share it with you.
Let's not.
Anthony was a bit perturbed.
He had to be a couple of makers deep,
probably.
I think, for sure.
Or just from the heat. You know, heat exhaustion.
Oh, yeah.
You know, sometimes when you're outside that long, the heat exhaustion kind of fries your brain a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, he was upset, man. He was very bothered by the effort, or some may say lack thereof, of the U.S. men's national team last night. It was we got very excited. We were so excited to watch them. You were talking about crying in Belgium waffles and
that worked out well, didn't it?
I don't think it worked out at all, Jamie.
Nope.
Yeah, it was bad, man. It wasn't a good output by the Americans last night.
No,
very unfortunate.
I said to T-Bone before we started the show, I said, I don't know if I expected them to win or not, but in my head, I'm like, for the U.S. to beat Belgium, they have to play solid, hungry defense, hope for a mistake, and get a goal, or 0-0, 0-0, we go to penalty kicks and give it a shot. Boy, did that turn out wrong. Their defense was soft as Charmin. Yeah. That's soaking wet.
Definitely thought you were going to say something else.
I know. I thought about it for a second.
You know what, though?
In the chat.
That's the thing that you didn't say. That's what it was.
I know.
It was Charmin.
It was something else.
Yeah.
I think I said soft as baby poop last
Sugar,
night.
honey,
I used a different word.
Yeah, that was a waste of 90-plus minutes of my life last night.
Wow. How are the mistakes they made?
It was incredible.
It's not like Belgium did anything either.
No.
The U.S. just in the box. When I watch England play against Mexico couldn't get inside that square box at all. They were big, they were hungry, they were physical, they were in the way. I watched U.S. last night. The defense, it was easy.
Defense optional.
Our guy Reem was. What's he? Oh man, he had a bad one.
He had a rough
He got
night.
out-muscled, out-jumped, and outworked on the one goal, the header. And then
Tim Ream.
And then he kind of got turned around. I'm not going to blame him for the goalie sitting there. And I don't know what the hell the goalie was doing.
That was so dumb.
I don't blame. I think the goalie made the right decision coming out to attack the ball.
Yeah, but not stubbing his foot in the turf.
That was just Charlie Brownish. Like,
no,
you got your foot. He got his foot stuck in the ground.
I think he did it on purpose.
No, I don't think he did it on purpose. I think he was trying to kick the ball and it just got stuck.
You can't be that bad at soccer. You can't be.
I can't speak for him, but I would assume that he was actually trying to kick the ball out. Foot got stuck. Ball got stolen.
I think somewhere the wires jammed. He saw a different player. He was going to change his mind.
He should have kicked it. He should have cleared it. We talk about clearing it all the time. That's an opportunity.
That's our new soccer
clear it. That's actually where the money needs to go.
We've actually been looking in the wrong spot. We were looking at hockey.
I can get behind.
We should have been focusing on soccer the entire time and teaching these kids how to clear it. But that was an unfortunate play or misplay by him. The first goal, it felt like, you got three U.S. players kind of staring at the ball. And the one thing that happens is everybody thinks, oh, he's going to go get it. It's similar to when
we tell kids when we coach them?
Go. You go make the play.
Or communicate.
Yeah. But it's no different it's no different in football when you see three guys standing around and not making the tackle because they thought the other guy was going to make the tackle. No, all three of you go make it.
Yeah, I'd rather have too many guys make the tackle.
Too many guys make the tackle as opposed to none. And that ball was kind of bouncing in the box. Three U.S. defenders are staring at it. And the next thing you know, it's in the back of the net.
Yeah, Serginho Dest, he was the one that sort of hesitated and then was like, oh, crap, there's the ball.
Why are you hesitating in an important game like that? Every coach that I've ever had is I'd rather have you make a mistake being aggressive
100 miles per
than
hour.
being passive. And so let's talk a little bit about the U.S., okay? I got some more some more venting to do. So our guy, Balogun, he ends up playing. He's a non-factor. I don't know what Belgium was so upset about. What were they upset about? He played. He every time he got near the box, he tried this fancy little behind-the-back pass, and it worked like once, but went to the other team. And then Pulisic. So, Marshy, remember yesterday when I was talking about Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you compared him to those guys.
No, I did not say that.
I think he did.
Don't be saying that.
People in Argentina are actually wearing
He said,
Christian
I saw little
Pulisic
children
shirts.
wearing Pulisic shirts.
And he's like, that's how you know he's on the same level as those guys.
No, in fairness to Marshy, he
Check
did,
the tapes.
Marshy said that Pulisic would be our version, like, air quotes, version of those guys. Well, if that's our version of those guys.
Holy moly.
That guy had 11 giveaways last night, and like the most in the game.
He was terrible.
And he didn't even play the whole game.
He came out, I think got injured again.
He had a boo-boo.
Calf injuries are hard.
He got a boo-boo.
Yeah, it wasn't good, man. Like, for the build-up that we, had for this game, it wasn't pretty. And it was, at one point, I texted you all, it was 3-1. I was like, do you think they know that they're losing? Like, 'cause it was almost like...
Yeah, they're playing like...
There was no sense of urgency, like no one pressing.
The only guy who came with urgency was the guy who came off the bench. What the hell's his name? He came off the bench, got a shot, and just missed the net.
Berhalter.
Yeah, he was trying to pump up his teammates.
He did.
He's the
but
only
everyone
guy.
else, it was like you got about 8 minutes left, and there was no urgency. I'm like, man, you should be going all out. At least in my opinion, this is your World Cup lives are on the line. Like there is no more game after this for an opportunity to win the World Cup, and the sense of urgency or lack thereof really troubled me as a former player and a coach.
We got some audio that I think we can play and we can react to as well. It's Taylor Twellman. We know him very well. Does a lot of the MLS games. St. Louis product. He's been on a number of our shows. And here is his take on Team USA following the game last night.
That was the first real test of the World Cup.
Yeah.
And what'd we get?
Yeah, I mean,
What'd we get? And listen, we've done stuff, right? We did stuff. You can't make mistakes at the highest level. You can't miss fundamentals. The first 2 goals from Belgium, they make you want to. It's not an easy watch, guys.
Yeah.
That's not an easy watch. That's a 50-50 ball inside the 18 that Des just looks around, lets it bounce, run through it. And listen, everyone on social media talks about, Sebastian Berhalter this. Give me 10 Sebastian Berhalters. They'll run through the wall at least. You cannot forget fundamentals. The little things. That is going to be, for that group of players, the most difficult pill to swallow. Because when you watch the tape, it's not my experience. I watched it. That's a difficult one to swallow. Those are simple fundamentals, and we missed all of them tonight. All of them.
There's Taylor Twellman, who we were kind of saying a lot of that stuff, but he's the soccer guy. So don't get mad at us for saying things. He basically reiterated everything we just said.
Well, I'm not a soccer guy, but last night I thought the passing was atrocious. It was so bad. And I even mentioned it to you guys last night. I'll call it, I don't know what to call it in soccer, but I'll call it good ice. Jamie, you know what good ice is.
Oh, absolutely.
I felt like they never found good ice. Never.
Well, I mean,
like anytime there was an open play to be made, it was the opposite way, or they're too slow to make a play.
The pass was bad.
Or it's a bad pass, and you're trying to lead somebody, and then it's behind you.
Yeah, so my biggest pet peeve
awful.
watching an NHL power play is when guys pass the puck just to pass the puck. They don't set their teammate up for success to make the next play. Last night I saw a number of those passes that were slightly behind, slightly off target, so that guy now had to settle the ball and then try to make a play after that rather than making a play in motion. So maybe it got to them, guys. Maybe the pressure got to the entire team, but usually you don't see a whole team like that.
Yeah, I think it was just for me, like I said, lack of urgency, just not getting to the ball quick enough, not playing more aggressively, not, he talked about, those first 2 goals, and that's what it was. Guys not closing the distance, not showing. I'm sure there's a similarity. I think it was Henry that was talking about the similarity between basketball and soccer.
Yeah.
Did we see that video?
Yeah.
That was sent in the group chat. In basketball, when you're closing out, you close out hard to a shooter. Like, you don't, but you also close out smart and don't let them go around you. In control, but aggressive enough to make sure that there's pressure on that player because they either have to pass or shoot. U.S. did not close out hard enough. They did not get there quick enough. There was a lack of, it just was like, it was almost like this isn't the World Cup and we're just playing a friendly. We're just out here having a good time, putting on a good show for the folks. Hope you came out and enjoy your popcorn and your beer. We're just here to have fun, and it frustrated the hell out of me.
Well, and you got the head coach, Pochettino, kicking over the whole Gatorade.
Yeah.
Like, at what point does the team kick in and be like, okay, especially...
I don't think he moved on the 3rd goal. I think at that point he was like, whatever.
Well, he couldn't believe
that
what he
third
just
goal
saw.
was, again... I thought it was the right play. It was going to be a 1-on-none. It was going to be the Belgian player.
Right,
he made the right play. He just didn't get it
and
out.
then the goalie made the wrong play.
Yeah, he just stumbled. He stubbed his toe.
I think he pump faked. He was looking for a better option, and then he was screwed. He didn't think that guy would close him. He didn't think that guy would turn as quick as he did and take the ball back from him.
Are we being too light on Christian Pulisic? Like, I feel like we talked about him for 1 minute.
I don't even remember seeing him last night.
He was so bad.
He was wearing an
he's
invisible
supposed
cloak.
He was supposed to be this guy, Captain America.
Yeah, he nothing.
He did nothing.
Captain hurt on the bench. I think he conveniently got injured to get himself out of the. I think he did, Carey.
Calf injuries are tricky.
I think he faked it.
Nah.
He said it was his ankle after the game.
It looked like a calf.
Well, he said, what, are you going to call him a liar?
He said ankle?
I would. He said ankle.
Well, he was terrible before
he's
that.
Like, I think I sprained my ankle. You think?
You got to play through that. I watched Jalen Brunson land on Victor Wembanyama's ankle. His ankle touched the ground. He got up, pissed off, went right at the referee, and finished the damn game because it was that important.
I thought it was better for the team that he actually went off the field. I was like, get this guy off.
But you can't. But you would have to drag me off the field. It wouldn't
For
take,
sure.
Well, it'd take 11 guys to drag me off that field.
For sure.
Carey, quick question for you regarding ankles.
Yeah.
Because a lot of football players have ankle injuries.
All the time.
All right, what do you do for those injuries?
You keep running.
But then don't you tape it up?
Oh, yeah, you
over
tape it
the
up.
cleat, around,
Tape
like
it
all
up
that.
around it.
There's no reason he couldn't have kept playing.
You got to keep going.
Yeah, I'm upset. Yeah. Guys, I'm upset. I'm emotional right now.
I'll tell you what the worst part was watching that game last night and then also watching Ryan Fernandez pitch.
Why were you watching him pitch?
Well, I had 2 TVs on last night. I actually had the soccer game on the big TV.
We had it too. Big TV outside.
Cardinals game, small TV.
We had the tiki bar going, we had a little fire pit, family event. We're watching U.S. soccer. Whatever.
Not anymore.
Whatever, dude. Go Belgium.
Stop.
What? I'm angry. Okay?
That was a bit far.
Pick a different
terrible.
team.
You come on, man.
I know, but I'm hurt.
Yeah. Hurt people hurt people.
It's exactly it. Well, since I'm hurt, let's continue talking about crap. Cardinals blow a 3-run lead and ugly loss to the Brewers. We'll be pissed off about that next year on 101 ESPN. Take back your yard from all those nasty pests out there. They're talking about mosquitoes, ticks, ants, spiders, roaches. Maybe you got bees. Maybe you got moles. All the above. Call my friends over at Amco Ranger. 60 years of experience serving the St. Louis area. A-plus rated, BBB rated business with all the employees well-trained. They're licensed. There's background checks, all the above. And my personal experience with Amco Ranger has been awesome. I've had other companies come out and do things, and it was just, it never worked. It got so bad that I just got frustrated and fired them all. Talked to Amco Ranger. They said, listen, we got you covered, man. We are guaranteeing you customer satisfaction. They came out the very first time. I knew it was a different company. Way different than all the rest. They were detailed. They're on time. They talked about their strategies for the moles that I had, for the bees, the ants. Right now, Rivers House is living pest-free. And that's thanks to Amco Ranger. And they just keep coming back to make sure that everything is going the way it should. I honestly can't say enough great things about Amco Ranger. They service the entire St. Louis area, as well as St. Charles, out where we are at right now. Please don't hesitate. If you have something going on in your yard with the pests or the rodents, give them a call. Tell them Jamie Rivers sent you in. That number is 636-441-2847. Again, 636-441-2847, or visit amcoranger.com. Welcome back here to the Fast Lane, 101 ESPN. The Cardinals last night, first game against the Brewers. Everything was going swimmingly, gentlemen, just great. We were wondering about Dustin May. What was that going to look like? He got hit by the baseball the game before, and he had a bad game before that. 4 2/3 last night, only 4 hits, 7 strikeouts. My guy was dealing last night. Then, Carey, the bullpen was activated. And I don't know how many times throughout this season we have already talked about blown leads because of the bullpen. Brule comes in, 1 1/3. Looks like he tweaked something on that one play, spinning and turning around, throwing to first base. Gave up a hit, 1 earned run, walked a runner, and then they hand the ball off to Ryan Fernandez. He didn't even make it a full inning.
He didn't even record an out.
Didn't record an out. 2 earned runs. And then it just 3 earned runs total for the bullpen last night. 4 runs overall. Brewers beat the Cardinals 4-3. The Cardinals blow a 3-0 lead. What are we doing with this bullpen, guys? What are we doing? I know we complain about it. I don't know how much can be done until the trade deadline. And even then, I don't know how much can be done.
We're just showing up every day, man. That's what we're doing.
It seems like it's somebody else every day. It's like,
Ain't on for me, man. You get what you get, and you don't have a fit.
I
man.
want answers, Kerry.
I'll give you an answer.
No, and I want a real answer.
I'll give you a real answer.
I think there's a crab sandwich coming.
If you want better production from the bullpen, you need to score more runs from your offense.
Need 17 on a daily basis.
There you go, man. If you want more if you want the bullpen to not blow it, don't blame those guys, man. Blame the offense.
That's true.
Yeah, you need to score more. You got to score more than
their fault.
You got to score more than 3.
I will say, when they had a 3-0 lead, I never once thought that lead was safe, especially against the Brewers. Like right now, the Cardinals are, they were up 2-0 earlier in the game. They immediately gave that away.
But why were the good guys not available? They get used last game?
Last night?
No, the game before. Yeah, like where was Romero, O'Brien? I can't remember. Did they pitch
didn't
the game before?
I don't know.
But
I don't think
O'Brien won it. Like at that point in the game,
No,
he
but
wasn't
the seventh
inning.
But you went to Brule. Why did you not go to JoJo?
Probably because
I guess it's
JoJo
too
was like
early
an
in the
eighth
game.
grade. Yeah, eighth
Yeah.
grade. 8th inning pitcher. 8th grade. I got 8th grade on the
know
ground.
how-
Well,
far he went.
Brule really wasn't. I don't think he was the problem. It was Fernandez. He couldn't get an out. Like that was the problem.
The problem is
It seems like it's somebody different every time.
There you go. And as a manager, we had this issue a few years ago with Ali. It was not his fault. It's like whatever button he pushed, whatever player he called to come out of the bullpen, it would be their day to blow up. And you would go with that player because the player the night before had a rough outing. So for me, I think it's extremely difficult to base your decision based off of numbers and how well or how poorly someone else pitched. And then you go with the guy that you think has the most upside, and that player doesn't perform in that moment. Like that's what the bullpen has been for a vast majority of the year. You only got a couple of guys in that bullpen that you trust, but you cannot pitch those guys every single day. You got JoJo Romero, you got Soriano, and you got Riley O'Brien. Those are really and Graceffo at times has been really good.
Yeah,
but you don't have.
He was fine last night. 1 walk, 2 Ks, 2 innings of work.
I think that's the majority of what you have. But you got other guys in there that have to perform. Swanson has to go out and do a good enough job. Brule, who got injured, like you said, has to go out and do a good enough job. Fernandez, you're getting your opportunity. You've seen Roycroft is no longer here. You've seen them move on from guys, but you have what you have, and you have to make the most of it. And those players have to make the most of it. And let's not make no mistake about it. It is an evaluation every time they go out there. And this is an evaluation year still, despite the record.
I don't. You know what?
Despite
I don't wanna hear
how
it.
well
I
they're
don't wanna hear
playing,
it.
it's still
You know
all.
what? I was emotional as it was about Team USA serving up a dud, and then I gotta take a look at the Cardinals and watch them do it.
But it is. It's still an
a
evaluation
doubleheader of hurt.
It's a year of evaluation, and so some of these guys may not be on this roster.
I don't
next
like you
year.
making sense.
I'm sorry. I'll shut up now. Go ahead, Marsh.
I definitely think the Team USA loss added some extra oomph to at least my emotions last night. But also, I feel like the Cardinals with this 5-game series, it would have been nice to pick up a win and start the series off on a good note.
Well, I think you had the lead.
You had the lead. It was a 3-0 lead. It wasn't like it was a 3-2 lead, heading into that inning.
Yeah.
It's not like it was a 1-run lead. I understand that. It was a 3-0 lead. But again, at no point did I ever think that lead was safe based on what we've seen throughout the entire season.
No, but you would expect then, you would hope at that point you can sneak away with the win in game 1.
For sure.
You're up 1-0 in the series. Would have been really nice.
Especially with Mizorowski on the mound today. But the Cardinals have been doing pretty well.
Cardinals have absolutely hammered him.
Yeah.
Walker and Herrera hit home runs off of that guy.
You throw it fast. He's going to go a
The
long way.
harder they throw, the further they go.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a
Marshy
pretty good
gets
motto. Yeah, pretty good motto. Well, either way, the Cardinals looking to bounce back today. So far, so good. If you don't want an update, well, too bad. Cardinals are up 3-2 right now. So if you're driving around and you can't watch the game, you probably appreciate it.
Yeah.
And you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, let's get into some fun stuff here. Got our guy Andrew Marsh and What's Trending coming up next year on 101 ESPN. All right, guys. Lots of people are listing their homes right now, or they're looking for a home to move to, but they got to sell their home first. Call Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty. She's been in the business for 23 years here now in the St. Louis area. She's got a great staff, and she knows what to do to sell your home, whether it is certain little improvements that make it look better or the big one, pricing it correctly. And there's so many realtors out there that price it wrong, and you either leave money on the table or you sit on the market forever. Then you got to drop your price to the price you probably should have had it listed at from the beginning. Gloria Lou does not screw that up for you at all. She also has buyers in waiting. So what happens is the moment she lists your home, she's got a certain amount of people that are already in line for your home, which again helps you get to the closing table faster than other agents. So please pick up the phone, give her a call, tell her Jamie Rivers sent you in. Her number is 314-325-6888. That's 314-325-6888, or visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. Team USA last night, the men's soccer team lost 4-1 to Belgium, so they are done. They are done for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The Cardinals lost 4-3 last night to the Brewers, despite having a 3-0 lead at one point, but The Cardinals currently lead the Brewers in Game 1 of today's doubleheader. 3-2 is the score in the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll keep you updated on that one. We'll also talk about the World Cup a little bit more throughout the day, so stay tuned. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center Update is brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
Topics in the sports world.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
Here's what's trending.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Jamie Rivers and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Gentlemen, Team USA could not get it done last night. They were down 2 goals at one point. We know 2 goals is the hardest lead to keep. However, Argentina was able to take down Egypt despite trailing 2-0 with about 20 minutes left to go in today's contest. One of the best football players to ever play the game, American football that is, Tom Brady, took to X and said, yeah, so that might top 28-3. Wow. He thinks that comeback may have been better than the Patriots' comeback over Anthony's Falcons in the Super Bowl. What say you?
I don't believe Tom.
Yeah, I don't know if Tom, but now all things are relative, right? So Egypt has the lead. They scored the 15th minute and the 67th minute. So they're down 2-0, 67 minutes into the game. Mm-hmm. Not a lot of time left. So if we're doing the equivalency here, right? Mm-hmm. What would we think that would be? Would that be like third quarter, halfway through the third quarter in a football game?
Probably the fourth quarter.
Okay.
I mean,
pretty close, right?
Yeah. There's 20 minutes left, and
so with going into the fourth quarter, they're down by in this probably 3 touchdowns?
Yeah.
The equivalency of that?
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Then Romero scores at 79 minutes. Messi at 83 minutes. And then at 92 minutes, Fernandez. I don't know if it's as bad as what the Falcons did as far as blowing a lead. I don't know.
Because that was, third quarter when that comeback began? Well, we need Anthony here.
Well, Ian, you have to take this into consideration. With soccer, you can turn the ball over just like that and that and that and that. And you can get possession of the ball.
Yeah, football, you got to get possession of the ball.
You got to get that ball back.
You're right.
And the other team can kill as much clock as possible. Not saying you can't do that in soccer.
They definitely do it in soccer. I mean, I've never seen people take the ball out slower to throw it in. I've never seen
goalie
people
lay on the ball for
lay
like 6
down
seconds.
for a few seconds.
Come on, man.
Walk to go pick the ball up. I'm taking my time.
My favorite thing is when one team is doing that and the other team is like losing their mind and they're like wanting to fight people. Egypt lost their mind at the end of the game, by the way. I was watching that here in the office, and apparently there was a goal that was overturned.
Yeah, there was. They went to VAR, for a foul that occurred like behind the play.
Yeah, and then
man.
The coach was losing it. There was like 3 or 4 yellow cards at the end. It was like,
you think they're gonna let? You think FIFA's gonna let Messi get taken down by Egypt?
no.
We're not.
Man, he's
we're not,
good.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Man,
we're not.
he's
We're
good.
not putting anything out there in terms of people cheating.
No.
No, not at all.
It's just both teams playing hard, man,
Yeah.
playing good ball, and the better team won. You know what I mean?
They did.
That's how it goes.
It's
That's
it's
how
impressive.
soccer goes.
Now Argentina will face the winner of Switzerland and Colombia, which means they should probably advance past one of those teams. No disrespect to those guys.
Well, you never know. I mean,
Never
they almost
know.
lost to Egypt.
They did,
So-
did. And they almost lost to,
Cape.
yeah, they
Yeah.
2 big comebacks in a row now.
Maybe they're leaky. I don't know. This is interesting. This was an interview with On3, Michael Irvin. He expressed concern that the NFL, because they are going to ESPN, ABC, they will have the Super Bowl, this upcoming Super Bowl. He thinks that this could be a precursor to the league giving the game to a streaming service at some point in the future. This is what he had to say. I'm saying this. Once the NFL gave ESPN the Super Bowl, you know what's next? The NFL now is going to stream that Super Bowl. They're going to open that up for bids. And I guarantee you where the bids go when the streaming service, it's going to be, I don't know if it'll ever be on regular TV again, to be honest with you, because ABC can't capitalize fully. They can't get it in the region or the area. CBS can't capitalize. Netflix can capitalize fully because it goes across the world and it can take in all of that. That's the difference between what you're seeing now and what you will be seeing. Who do you want to be with? The horse that's coming to the end of their race or the horse that's really at the beginning of their race? And Netflix is at the beginning.
I mean, if it's about money, which Jamie understands, it's always about money. If it's about money, he's probably 100% correct. Like, it's going to go to the highest bidder. And that's what this is all about. It's always about giving opportunities to other services that are going to pay you for the rights to, show these events. And I mean, I honestly can't blame them. I don't think this is not like 10, 15 years ago. I think I don't know what the percentages are of households that have Netflix, but I would assume that there are more households that have Netflix than don't, or all of these other streaming services. You might not have every single one of them, but you probably have the main ones. You probably have Netflix. You might have, especially if you got younger children, you might have Disney. Whatever you can combine, whatever combo packages they have that allow you to have. I think ESPN and Disney actually are together.
Yep.
Well,
So ESPN Plus, so,
Makes
or
sense.
Disney is owned by, I don't know how that works, who owns what. But either way.
One of them owns the other.
One of them owns the other
ESPN
one.
is owned by Disney.
That's
Disney
what- yeah,
owns
that's what I
like
said. Carey didn't believe
they
me.
own
you
like
said it the other way.
everything.
I didn't. I said
Check
Disney
things.
owns ESPN.
I'm sure you didn't.
I'm sure I did.
Whatever, dude. Either way, it's always about money and who's going to pay the most, and if they can, figure out however to get out of that contract and move it on to Netflix services or whatever streaming services that are possible, sure they will.
I wonder if the networks, though, will let it go. Like, it's such a moneymaker for the networks. And I know Netflix has a lot of money. And trust me, I'm seeing more and more things go to Netflix on a weekly basis. But is the Super Bowl really, is it better on Netflix?
No. Could you imagine the Super Bowl buffering
Well, how
while you're
do you-
trying to watch it?
Well, how do you do the commercials then?
They do the commercials inside of the show.
Yeah.
They leave the show. They leave it playing while or they cut away. But they can.
I feel like that's going
small
to mess with
screen
my
it.
Super Bowl.
Well, I don't know. But
Carey, I don't know if you understand. Super Bowl's a big thing.
I haven't heard that. I heard the Super Bowl halftime
If you win it, you
performance
get a
is huge.
participation ring.
Yeah, man. Yeah, everybody gets one of those, right? Wrong?
Yeah, Cardinals doing a good job here.
I thought he was out. But what do I know? Either way, man. I just, whatever's going to make the most money for the NFL, I'm sure they're going to find a way to make that happen.
Well, I'm going to start a petition. I don't want it on Netflix.
I don't think-
I want to keep that on a.
You got only
You
way
want it
your
on
petition.
Prime.
Only way your petition is going to be seen, Jamie, is if you got some dollars behind it.
I just got to get the right people to sign it, Carey.
Okay.
I figure you'd be first.
I don't care where they show it. I'll be watching it.
Okay, it's just supposed.
Yeah, you're right. I'm with you. I'm with you.
And I want you to write Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to call Kurt Warner and have him sign it.
Okay. You get all the former Super Bowl
And
champs.
only the guys I know. Orlando Pace. We call him too. My boy. Oh man, forgetting his name now. That's
Mike Jones.
no. Well, yeah, why not?
Yeah, get Mike Jones to sign it.
Yeah.
Sign the petition.
We got a lot of
Got a few guys
got
around
some
here.
friends.
Yeah, man.
So I want to go back to the Argentina game, comparing that to the Patriots win in the Super Bowl. Dave and Mo Fallon says, boys, it was 2-0 with 11:30 left in the game. This is better than the New England game.
No way.
The 314 says, I think it's closer to the Knicks comeback in game 4.
Okay.
I could deal with
I
yeah,
could-
because
I
the
could-
sports are simple. You can work to get the ball back. You can play good defense and get the ball back. Whereas
Okay. I could listen to that.
I think your comment, Marshy, is bang on about football. Like you got to go 4 downs before you can get the ball back, or an interception or fumble, of course. You know.
Well, what made that Super Bowl so interesting, a part of the whole comeback was just how stupid the Falcons were handling the football when they actually had the football.
All they do is run the clock out, man.
It was it was incredibly stupid.
It was.
They were trying.
They were trying to lose the game.
Well, I don't think they were trying to lose.
Well, they weren't trying to win, that's for sure.
Maybe.
So here's a strange one. Going back to the Cardinals game. So apparently Herrera hit a pitch. The fastest pitch hit for a home run in Cardinals history was last year, since they started tracking it, at like 101.1 miles per hour. It was Herrera off of Mizorowski. Today he hit 102.2 or 102.5 mile an hour home run. So it's now the
hardest hit?
the fastest pitch hit for a home run. Both by the same guy on the same pitcher.
Nice. Seems like you got him timed up pretty well. Don't throw that crap, Miz.
Yeah.
It'll take you deep.
Sure will.
Jordan Walker did the same.
He sure did.
Out of here with that crap.
All right, Gary, leadership sometimes is sometimes hard to spot from the outside. We're going to get into the talks next, where sometimes we don't know who true leaders are in those locker rooms. Right here in the Fast Lane.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game, because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So don't worry, don't stress. If your player gets injured, if something happens, they get taken out, your bet is still in with the substitute. So you're in it until the final whistle. Just visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. That's FanDuel.com/local to get started now with FanDuel Super Sub. Your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Must be 21 plus and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Davis here, Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis. It's Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN. Sometimes we don't know who the true leaders are. And this is something that I think a lot of people, you just assume when you watch a baseball team that this guy's a good leader, this guy's not a good leader. We all have these predetermined opinions without really knowing sometimes what's going on behind closed doors in the clubhouse or what's going on behind closed doors in the locker room. So Mitch Marner, this segment's not really about Mitch Marner, but we're going to use him here as our launching pad because Mitch Marner for years was an excellent player for the Toronto Maple Leafs, put up a lot of points, but man, was he the lightning rod for fans and media who thought that he was just in it for himself, wouldn't perform in the playoffs, didn't care, wanted out, all of these things. Well, our guy, Craig Berube, the chief, was on a show called it was with Rob Simpson called Simmer's Morning Skate. And here's what Craig Berube had to say about Mitch Marner when asked about leadership in Toronto and asked about Mitch Marner.
Mitch Marner.
Really?
For sure. Mitch was the energy and he brought the energy and the emotion to the game, I thought, on a nightly basis and in practice, vocal guy, chatted a lot on the bench, chatted a lot in practice, brought the energy. If he came back to the bench, he let guys know, pick it up, let's go. He was great. I thought I really enjoyed coaching him.
So when you left, I guess then not only did you lose the one of your offensive talents or your all-around talents, you were devoid of an emotional centerpiece.
I thought we lost our emotional leader for sure.
Okay, so didn't see that coming. And again, this is not necessarily about Mitch Marner, but if we bring it back locally here, let's start with the Blues. Who do we think some of the emotional leaders are on that team? Because I know that a lot of, and chime in, please, on the text line 314-399-9646, because everybody thinks they know who the leaders are. But who do we think they are? Marshy?
I think Jake Neighbors for sure stands out as an emotional leader. I think leadership looks different for different players. Some players can lead by example. Other players can be the rah-rah guy. So I think it looks different for different players. But in terms of emotional leader, describing what Craig Berube just said about coming to the bench, getting guys engaged and whatnot, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Jim Montgomery that mentioned towards the end of the year that Jake Neighbors was one of those guys who would come to the bench and make sure that everybody was getting locked back into the game, even if they were down a goal or so.
Yeah. Carey?
I would probably Jake Neighbors would be the first person that came to my mind. We've talked often about Coach Borrego, and I think generally your veteran leadership comes from guys that have been there for a while and have played at a high level, understand what the organization wants, understand what the coaching staff wants. So I would also say Coach Borrego, but I'm going to throw a name out there, and I'm going to ask you if this is true.
Okay.
Kind of a newer guy, Philip Broberg. Because I do feel like he is, especially once you start getting the playing time, you're the first pair defenseman, and you get the contract. And then I think, now that you're solidified in a place for a long time, I'm going to be here for X number of years. Now my confidence in knowing that these guys will also listen to me, I think that helps as well. So that's another name that came to mind.
Yeah, that's one that popped up towards the end of the season. I believe it was at the exit meetings. And I maybe Jim Montgomery.
I think it was. Yeah, he said
mentioned
that
him and Jake Neighbors.
Philip Broberg, the way that he practices, he tries to make everyone on that team better each and every single day.
Yeah, he does have a quiet intensity to him out there in practice. He's a very serious guy, very dedicated. Guys respect him a lot. So I think he's emerging as one of those guys for sure. A guy that, if we're going with an emotional leader,
yes. So emotional is the key part here.
Yeah. So knowing what I know, being as close to the team as I have been for a number of years, Nathan Walker is that
Yeah,
guy.
he came to my mind too.
He's a little stick of dynamite on the ice, off the ice. Guys love him. He's funny. He keeps the room loose. He's also intense. And another name that popped up that I've been seeing for a while, but usually you don't hear about this, is Jordan Binnington. Mm-hmm. You don't hear a lot about the goalie being a leader in the room. Well, Jordan Binnington has emerged as one of those guys. He's vocal, he's very positive, very vocal. He recognizes when the team needs something said. In practice, he's dedicated. He's very serious. So he leads very well by example, too. What about the Cardinals? Because we know that Brendan Donovan's name came up a whole bunch before he was traded about being a leader in the clubhouse. Brendan Donovan's kind of taken over that leadership role. Mm-hmm. He gone now.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a little bit more difficult to figure out baseball, because in hockey there's the physical element to the game where you can go out there and you can hit a guy, you can fight a guy, you can, go hard to the corners and be that type of player. Obviously, there's not that physical element in terms of like fighting or whatnot in baseball, but I guess in terms of playing the hard nine, I think Mason Wynn comes to mind. You see him, he's always fired up. He's always talking out there. I think he could be one of those guys. Yeah.
Lars Nootbaar, obviously, I think Lars is the elder statesman now in that clubhouse, if I'm not mistaken. And you see him take on a bit of an emotional leadership role. Mm-hmm. He's the guy who hypes guys up. He comes up with all the little things that they do and whatnot. I think Alec Burleson has emerged as a leader in that clubhouse. Burley is a very well-spoken dude. He's a pretty serious guy, works extremely hard. I think Alec Burleson's one of those guys. Is it odd that you don't feel like any of the catchers are?
Well, I was going to say Ivan Herrera, because I do think he's
pretty emotional too. Yeah,
I think he's emotional, but I also think that there are some deficiencies in his game behind the plate. But I do think that other than throwing runners out, I think he calls a really good game, and I think he does a really good job of knowing the strike zone. Like I mentioned it last week, I don't know what the percentages are, but I haven't seen him miss many of those challenges when he's saying, no, that was actually a strike.
Pretty bang on.
So he's done a really good job. I think he's one of the guys that if you're looking at leadership on this team, I think he would be one of those guys as well.
So Lisa says something interesting here, and I didn't really think about this. She says McGreevy, they voted him to represent as their union leader. Now, that doesn't sound like much, except he's a young guy. He's only, in his second real season in the majors? Am I right or wrong?
I don't know what year this is for McGreevy.
I think last year he they'd have him pitch every now and then, and he really came
this is like
up.
His first real season.
First full season,
well,
if I'm not mistaken.
He started 16 games last year, so second and a half, I guess you could say.
Or first and a half.
First and a half.
He's played a year and a half, basically.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so whatever. It's odd that a young guy like that would be voted to be the guy who represents the team in, obviously, what's going to be a pretty serious negotiation.
Yeah.
So, good point by Lisa.
Curb Stomp, going back to emotional leaders, Curb Stomp mentions Dustin May. You see him always fired up, and somebody that everyone really enjoys being in the clubhouse. And he's even talked about how much he's enjoyed being here and playing with these guys. So that's definitely a good name. I want to go back to the Blues. Obviously, the Blues just traded away this past season Braden Shen to the Islanders. The captain, emotional leader, he would go out there, put it out all out on the line. Do you think the Blues have enough emotional leaders?
Yeah, I do now.
You do now,
So Mason McTavish, by the way, he's a fireball.
Okay.
And Ross Johnson is also the same way. Ross Johnson is a guy that keeps the guys light, but he's also not afraid to step up, call guys out, get the bench going. So I think the Blues have backfilled those gaps, those holes, really well. I'm very confident in the leadership that they have right now with this team.
So the reason I ask that is because in the previous years, I think you could say, okay, this guy's a leader. He's going to bring everybody out to dinner and all these different things. But who in that locker room was willing, outside of maybe Braden Shen, and again, I don't know, you would maybe know more than me, who is the one to kind of step up and say something?
Yeah.
Like, did they have enough of that?
I think they do now.
Right.
Even when Braden Shen was there, I will tell you this, that one of the biggest problems the Blues had is they didn't have a lot of vocal leaders. And just because a guy talks doesn't mean he's a leader. It's when he says it and what he says and who he says it to that matters. And being a leader, I'm not going to say it's a talent, but it's situational recognition too. Like, you have to know that it's the right time to do something. You have to know that this guy's the right guy to call out, call yourself out, like hold yourself accountable. And that's the one thing the locker room was really quiet the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And now Jake Neighbors started to emerge as a bigger voice the second half of the season following Braden Shen being traded. It's not like Shen was holding guys back. It's just that when you have a presence like that, a lot of times the younger guys are a little bit timid to want to step outside their comfort zone.
For sure.
And now with the team being younger, progressively getting younger still, I think you'll see more guys in that active role.
Do you think that is why the team, when he was traded, again, this has nothing to do with his actual play, but when he was traded away, they started to play better hockey. Do you think that is a sort of a reason?
I don't know if they go hand in hand.
You don't think so?
I don't know about that. That's really presumptuous, in my opinion. Who knows? Because the year before, they went on a hell of a run with him as the captain. So I don't know if they're associated. They could be, or it could just not be.
And I'm not saying this to say that Braden Shen's leadership is not good by any means, but what you just said, those guys stepping up and finally being like, okay, hey, one of us we got to step up.
Well, they certainly were challenged.
Yes.
Army and Steiner and Monty challenged the team and basically say, look, it's your time, boys.
Right.
Put up or shut up.
Figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out. So anyways, it's going to be interesting to see how the Blues look now from a leadership standpoint, moving forward into this new season. Was the World Cup a success or failure for the United States? Well, I think it was a failure. We'll talk about it next year, 101 ESPN.
Come on, man. Hey, it's Carey Davis, and if you've heard me speak about mentality over and over and again, I don't know why you haven't gone down there. If you are a man and you have been used to having tons of energy, and now all of a sudden you're maybe in your 30s, maybe in your 40s like I am, you're a father, and you've been struggling at the end of the day with energy, Mentality can help you. They will run one quick blood test that will reveal your total and free testosterone and get to the root of all of it and really figure out what is going on with you. Most times, it's as simple as getting on the testosterone replacement therapy that can get you back to having the energy you once had, get you not feeling sluggish at the end of the day, and have you able to finish out that workout at the end of the day. Maybe hang out with your kids and do events, take them to soccer games, or maybe you're the coach. You can help them and you're still ready to roll at the end of the day. So get down to Mentality. 2 great locations, one in South County, one in Chesterfield. If you're unable to just stop in and tell them that Anthony and I sent you, go online. They are easy to find at lowtusa.com. That's lowtusa.com, and that's Mentality.
right. Welcome back here to the Fast Lane, 101 ESPN, and I knew we were going to get to this at some point. Our guy Marshy, Carey, he's poking the bear.
What happened?
I put on the rundown here. Was the World Cup a success or a failure for the United
who?
States? For the United States.
Oh, come on, man. Is that a real question?
Yeah. It's a massive failure. Massive.
Did they win the whole thing? This game is over?
No.
They win the championship?
Yeah, your first or your last, Carey?
That's what I believe in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So let's break it down, though. Let's get serious and break it down. So I think for the hosting cities and hosting countries that were all a part of this, I think it was a massive success.
Agreed.
Not often you see so many people gathering in so many different cities with so much emotion and passion and just
excitement,
love for their country, love for the game of soccer. It was pretty neat, man. And we got a small dose of it being at Ballpark Village the one day.
That was
That's
awesome.
pretty cool.
As they were preparing for the Bosnia Herzegovina game.
And then Marty Kilcoyne sends me a picture and a video later on where it was even twice as packed as it was when we were there. So that stuff's pretty cool. If we're going to talk about the wins and losses or the way it went down for the United States, I guess it's a success. I guess. I don't know.
I don't think so at all. I think,
okay, so
to me,
hang on. Let me I'll give you your chance, but let me just preface it this way. Did you actually give a crap about U.S. soccer for a short period of time? Did you give a crap? Did you watch?
The last World Cup I probably watched.
Did you watch?
Yeah, maybe the last World Cup.
Did you watch this year?
I did.
You're saying that this will be your last World Cup that you watch?
I didn't say that. You putting words in my mouth?
I just heard last World Cup.
Please
Marshy.
don't. Please don't.
Tried it once. He doesn't like it.
The hell?
No, it was that hot dog.
What?
Yeah.
No, you did not. The hell are you talking about? I think for me, a success, do you need to win it all for it to be a successful World Cup or for the U.S. team to have had success this World Cup? No. But you have to perform better than you did yesterday. Like if you performed well and you lost in the way that Egypt did in the 90th plus minute in the extra time, like you can say to yourself, you know what, we still got work to do, but we're closer than we think. I watched that game last night, and I don't believe USA is close to anything at all.
I agree.
No.
Like, they were outclassed, outworked, outhustled, outscored, obviously, and outplayed in seemingly every facet of the game. And if someone who is a soccer aficionado wants to text us or send in a mic drop, we got the daily drop later. If you want to send in a mic drop and tell me why I'm wrong, I'll listen. But I don't have to know the intricacies of a sport to know when you're being outplayed, when you're being out-hustled, when you're being outworked. I played soccer as a child. I played soccer for 5 years growing up, from kindergarten to the 5th grade. Maybe 6 years. I might have played through the 6th grade.
See, if you'd have kept playing, maybe we'd have a World Cup by now.
Maybe it's my fault.
You're the problem.
It might be. I'm part of the problem.
Yeah.
But this is what I watched last night. Guys not hustling to get to the ball, being outworked, being out-hustled. That, to me, is a failure.
Yeah.
It is not progress in the right direction on the biggest stage in the world. I do the read every day.
Do you think they had to win last night, or
I don't think you had to
just
win.
the way it looked was really bad?
I don't think you had to win. I think if you put together a game that showed the effort, the work ethic, the hustle, you can be beat by a team that's better than you. That's okay. You cannot hustle and effort should never be questioned on any level, let alone on the highest level of any sport.
Yeah.
If you're watching a basketball game, you're like, this guy ain't even working hard. You're watching a hockey game, you're like, this guy doesn't get to the board. He doesn't have great effort. He's not fighting for loose pucks. He's not in the scrum. Like, you're like, this guy is not, we can't have him on our team. We can't have that type of play being a reflection of our team and our organization. They got their butts whooped last night. And it wasn't, and yeah.
How do you think that happened?
The Belgium might be better, but they can't be, if you're not the good team, if you're not the best team in a match, you got to be the team that works harder. And they didn't work hard enough, in my opinion.
To Carey's point, though, we can look at some comparisons. This team, not this specific team, but the United States played Belgium in 2014 in the round of 16. And that team put up a better fight against Belgium than this team did.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to think that every single year or every 4 years this team is supposed to progress. I want to have hope, even if this team is knocked out, right? I don't care where it's at. If it's in the round of 16, the quarterfinal, the semifinal, the final, whatever it may be. You want to have hope that the next time that you play in this tournament, that things will get better. That is just not the case. I do not feel that way after watching last night. I just don't.
So a couple things. I think it can both be a success and a failure all at one time.
You think that was a successful performance?
Hear me out.
That's not my Jamie Rivers.
I don't know. Let me finish, Gary. You never let me finish.
Go ahead.
It's a problem of yours. What I think was a success was the amount of fan interest it created. That has nothing to do with the game being played last night. The fan interest. Now, was that fan interest at the height that it was at because it was being played in the U.S.? I don't agree with that necessarily.
You don't think so?
There's games, it was all of North America. There were big games being played. And like there were games in New York, games in Seattle. So it's not like it was all encompassing in one area where everybody's like, oh, man, this is it. Like, So maybe it had a little something to do with it. But I think the U.S. team overall made us believe until it was time not to believe anymore. And last night they were outclassed by Belgium. And I don't know how it happens. And I'll say this again. Last night was evidence once more that the U.S. are in dire need of a star player. Somehow. Every team has somebody that's a difference maker.
Every great team.
Every good team. Every team winning in round of 16.
For sure.
Like, they have a player. They have a dude that if you don't watch it, he's good for at least 2 or 3 attempts.
Something good is going to
throughout
happen.
the game. Something's going to happen. And the U.S. just doesn't have that. We talked about Pulisic.
He was a no-show.
He was invisible. Balogun, somewhat invisible too. Never really got, nobody did anything. And it looked to me, and we said it last night in our chat, but it looked to me like an amateur team playing against a professional team. It was very disorganized at times. Their decision-making was off. Their technical side of the game was off. Big mistakes that led to goals against. It just was, that part of it last night was a failure.
So the next go-around, when this team is competing in the World Cup again, let's say they get through the group stage and they're creating all this hype once again. Because of what we just witnessed, are you going to be able to buy into that next U.S. team?
Depends what it looks like.
Okay.
Right? Because 4 years from now, it could look a lot different. It could have some different players. They could have some younger players that emerge as difference makers. But I probably won't be as amped up until they get to the round of 8.
Okay.
I'll be that guy, that grumpy old man. Just wait till they get to this round of 16. They'll lose to Belgium again.
So BK today, to start their show off, he was comparing what we witnessed last night in this team to Mizzou football, where they, for whatever reason, give you some semblance of hopes.
USA was playing in a big game.
That is true. But he was saying, Mizzou will take down all of these lower SEC teams, but when it comes to taking on Alabama or Georgia or any of the teams that are actually good in the SEC, Mizzou never wins.
Or like a playoff game.
Well, they won a playoff game.
Did they win a playoff game?
Yeah. Well, not a playoff game. I'm sorry.
Okay.
They won a bowl game.
They won a bowl game.
They did win a bowl game.
Against the third-string Buckeyes that didn't have any Buckeyes on their helmet.
Those guys played for the Buckeyes.
The silver helmets are nice.
They are. They look so much better without all those stickers. You can really see the what they're trying to do with the helmet.
The metallic.
Yeah, man, you can see all the colors pouring out of it when you don't have all those Buckeyes.
Mizzou did have a big win. They won that thing against
the border war.
Is that what they call it? The border war? What is the thing they get, though?
Oh, man.
That was a big win, right?
That was a huge win.
Yeah. This is no comparison, man. Like, Mizzou fans would love to be compared to the U.S. men's national team.
Well,
but
I sent you guys a post last night on X saying that this team is more like Penn State, James Franklin.
there you go. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Get you all riled up when you're playing against the teams, the little sisters of the poor. And then when it's time to actually get down to business, somebody comes into your damn house and kicks your damn teeth in.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, your coach is fired and he's coaching at Virginia Tech.
It happens.
Have you guys seen the video of the guy who is walking down the street all tough and he bumps into some dude and he's like giving him a face and he's like, yeah, get out of my way. And then he's got this like mean face on and all of a sudden these 4 other big guys come walking by him and he gets out of the way, but he still has that mean face on. That's what that team was for this.
Well, they didn't even have a mean
World
face
Cup.
on. They had a scared face the whole night. So it's listen. Whenever you don't win, it's got to be deemed as a failure. I do think there were some good things. What do you got, Marshy?
314 says Mizzou did well enough to get their coach an extension with their electrifying 8-win season.
Mizzou didn't get the extension. It's because other teams fired all their coaches. He got an extension by situation.
People, yeah.
Because they thought he was going to Florida, thought he was going to Penn State.
They actually,
Eli did a great job of fooling the world. Is that too much?
Nah, I think Eli does his best. You got Jamie's sugar baby asked, when did Illinois beat Ohio State? I mean, I beat them twice in college, so I don't know what to tell you, brother. Lost to them twice, but beat them twice. And the 2 times we lost by a total of 8 points, 9 points.
By the way, Carey, one of my buddies, Dennis, huge soccer guy, he said that he texted me and said that your comments regarding this team and their effort was spot on.
Thank you, Dennis. I appreciate you.
Good job, Carey.
I know effort when I see it.
Oh, well,
and I know when I don't see it at all. Damn it, man.
That's unfair. I'm sure somebody played hard. All right, coming up next, we have the Sports Six-Pack Part 1. Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646. Get your questions in now for the Sports Six-Pack here on 101 ESPN.
the question.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
All right, time for the Sports Six-Pack Part 1. Marshy, let's go.
Question number 1.
All right, so we have a question that is very similar to our biggest question of the day, but I want to read it off just to tickle your brain, Jamie. This one's for you.
Tickle me, baby.
Can Jamie pinpoint how USA Hockey, by building youth programs, was able to achieve winning a gold medal, and can that philosophy be translated to USA Soccer for greater success?
Okay, so USA Hockey benefited tremendously from NHL teams in the United States dedicating resources to youth hockey in their areas. And it wasn't, and the strategy wasn't necessarily to create more high-end hockey players. It was to generate more interest in the sport of hockey so that people would actually go to the games and buy the merchandise. And there are lots of non-traditional markets that were a part of it. The Arizonas of the world, Tampa, Florida, Carolina, Nashville, all these types of, at the time, probably Atlanta, when they were there, trying to generate or trying to create, rather, more hockey people. Because every time you get a hockey player, that hockey player has 2 parents. So now if they become hockey fans, that's 3 people that now will probably like your St. Louis Blues, if that's your local team.
Right.
Or they'll want to watch that team. Take little Johnny, little Susie to the game. So it was a big marketing venture that they wanted to create more hockey people. So by pouring resources into USA Hockey and local markets and things like that, it allowed them to capture more hockey people. Well, once people start to play hockey, then you have to look for certain areas where they've got really good skill development in their certain area. And a lot of alumni over the last number of years have stayed in certain cities. In Tampa, in Nashville, in Florida, you have a lot of ex-pro hockey players, not necessarily all NHL guys, that have stayed in those markets and coached teams, ran hockey camps. And the number of kids that have been able to play hockey and continue to get better has been astonishing. Then they added in the ADM model. Some people hate it, advanced development model.
Okay.
Some people hate it. I think it was very instrumental in creating better hockey players. And here at Carey, what it was is they cut the ice in half, basically. They have special boards to take one full ice surface and make it 2 little small ice surfaces.
Okay.
And they just let the kids play like outdoor hockey. Basically, that's what it is. There's no offside. There's no center ice. There's no face-offs per se.
Right.
And by making the ice smaller, more kids touch the puck more often. Because when you had the traditional one rink, the big rink, if you had a kid that was a fast skater, he just had to chip it up the wall and outskate everybody.
Yeah.
And then 1 kid or 2 kids would never touch the puck, or even more kids would never touch the puck the whole game.
So everybody's not learning.
How do you get better
playing
if you don't touch the puck in a game situation?
You're just doing conditioning.
You're basically out there, you're public skating, basically. And so by shrinking the ice surface, and then by camps like our camp and other camps around, by creating small area games, kids touch the puck more. And a lot of teams have taken a lot of youth hockey clubs have taken a bigger initiative towards skill development, to where 1 practice a week will be nothing but skills, rather than if little Johnny, I remember this happening to me 13 years ago, 12 years ago. When I started Synergy Hockey. Hey man, I'd love to hire you to come out and run a practice for me. Okay, well, what's the deal? What do you got going on? Well, my kids can't execute the breakout properly. Oh, okay. They can't do the power play.
Right.
Okay. I went out and watched his kids. Half of them couldn't skate properly. They couldn't handle the puck. They couldn't pass the puck. All of the basic skills in order to create or to
what you're trying to get to, you're not able to get to
so no wonder they can't do the breakout. Little Johnny can't pass.
Right.
He can't skate 3 feet without falling. So that's your issue. So then you got to go backwards now and do more skill development. And I think the USA Hockey swallowed their pride and decided to build the skills up of their players. Where Hockey Canada, this is where I think we're seeing a step back for Hockey Canada. They've been unwilling to adopt certain, we'll call them primitive models, because they think that they're the gods of hockey up there. And it ain't working right now.
I remember doing Northern Edge as a kid.
Yep.
Not like going to Northern Edge, but Northern Edge would come
to the practice.
Us for the practice. Same with, the goaltenders and Coach Racine. You having those intimate practice sessions with just different skill sets, different people to come in to make the team better and different facets of the game.
Yeah, and I think overall, too, hockey is more affordable. And we're going to get into that.
That is a wild statement, by the way.
Well, I've had both, right?
Yeah.
And to play at the highest level, like AAA hockey, that's expensive. It is. But to play recreational while you're working your way up to that level, it's cheaper overall, which is crazy to think that.
Right.
Not all the time, and I'm not talking about like rec soccer. I'm talking about like competitive club soccer. It costs a lot of money. So I think the entry level for that might be a little cheaper.
Question number 2.
From the 636, this Cardinals team looks like they have everything figured out besides the bullpen. What do the Cardinals need to do at the deadline and next offseason to revamp this bullpen to get it up to speed with the rest of the team?
I think that's going to happen naturally. I think that's what Chaim Bloom has done all offseason with trades and the draft that they had. I think that the intention has been to focus on pitching. I think I mentioned the other day, I forget what the number was. I think it was 5 or 6 of their top 15 players in their organization are pitchers. And I think maybe more than that. But either way, they have focused solely on pitching with the intent, in my opinion, to bring those players up when they're ready so that they can have an impact on the big league roster. But I also don't believe that that's going to happen because Ryan Fernandez had a bad outing last night and gave up a bunch of hits, or, Justin Brule banged up his leg and now he's going to be missing time. I saw Stanek rushing to first base and he stepped on the bag awkwardly. Like, I don't think that means that they're going to bring up these young pitchers and say, all right, kid, here you go. We're ready to play now. No, the focus is not. And I know that pisses people off when I say it. I get it, man. You are so frustrated. You're craving a championship. You want a winner so bad. You want a Redbird winner every night. I get it. But I don't think that they're going to throw away the future of what this organization should be or could be to try to win games now by changing the pitching staff, the bullpen, and saying, all right, fast lane it. We're in this position. We got to win now. No, man, that's not generally how that goes. It's maturation. It's a progress. And then I think you have examples of when things haven't gone right. Jordan Walker is a perfect example of maybe putting a player in a position to not succeed. Why in the hell would you do that again? You see what he is now. You saw what he was a few years ago. Maybe it was because he was rushed. Maybe it was because he didn't have enough time in the minors. Maybe they didn't have the development for him, but it's working really well now. So you don't go and make the same dumbass decisions that you made prior. You learn from your mistakes. Smart people do. Learn from their mistakes, and they get better. And that number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 10 of their top 15 players are pitchers. So there you go.
Question number 3.
From the 636, I keep hearing the Blues will be better next year. I don't see how they've gotten better with their acquisitions unless we're counting on the team as a whole, Anthony. Playing more into the system and the young guys taking leaps forward. What am I missing? I still don't see top-tier scoring or power play threats.
I'm trying to figure out how they don't see it. Jordan Kyrou, for most people, they thought he was a terrible hockey player, so now he's gone. You added Mason McTavish and McMichael, who combined will easily have more points than Kyrou. They both play a 200-foot game, which plays more into the style of play that Blues fans like to see. Brandon Carlo is an experienced right-handed shot defenseman who's a huge human being. He will help defend. He'll help the penalty kill. I think we're going to continue to see the development offensively of Philip Broberg on a power play. I think the power play is going to look much different, much better this coming season with the staff that they've acquired. Ross Johnson is the physical element this team hasn't had since Ryan Reeves.
Number 75.
Yes, that's right, Carey.
I know these things.
But Ross can play as well. So, and Joel Hofer is going to be that much better going into this season. All the young guys are going to be that much better. I just don't see how you don't see the possibility of improvement. I'm not going to say they're going to be better because last year we thought that team was going to be a guaranteed playoff team and the start of the season sucked. It was not what they wanted it to be. But at least on the surface, I think this team looks like they're going to be a better team.
If anything, they look different, right? They're a different version.
I think it's a more well-rounded team.
I agree. I think this fan base was itching for something different, much like with the Cardinals. We just wanted to see something different. And I think you will see that this upcoming season. Hopefully it translates to success.
Can we get Justin Carpenter on the third line?
If he can earn it, but I don't think he's going to be ready, bud.
Damn it, man.
I just don't think he's there.
Come on, man. Give me some good news.
It doesn't mean he won't get there, Carey. You know, just like Jordan Walker.
I want to see it.
Sometimes it's all about just making sure that they
that's what I want.
The right pace.
That's what I want.
All right. Well, we'll call Army later.
Thank you.
We'll call Steve now.
Yeah, give him a call.
All right, part 2 of the six-pack coming up. Again, your text, get them into 314-399-9646. Part 2 next. You're on 101 ESPN. My guy, Derek Stevens, got a lot of great things going on at Circus Sports. If you've ever been to Vegas, down on Fremont Street, Circus Sports is awesome. It's the only resort in that area. They've got the stadium swim out back. You can watch sporting events while you're sitting out there in the pool, having a cocktail, or just enjoying your time. The kids are splashing around. And they also but they've always had the world's largest sports book inside. Well, Derek Stevens said, hey, you know what? Let's put the largest sports book in people's hands. And so they developed an app. And you can download that app, punch in Circus Sports, find the white logo that is for the state of Missouri, and you're good to go. You sign up, give your information. It's super user-friendly. They've got tight money line splits. You're getting the best odds out of any app. That's right. Download another app. Take a look. You see that Circus Sports is giving you the best odds. They've got the player props. You can create your own parlays. It's just a lot of fun to use, and they've got high betting limits, and they don't punish people who win. They celebrate the winners over at Circus Sports. It really, truly is sports betting the way it should be. For more information, visit circasports.com. Again, that's circasports.com. Must be 21 or older in the state of Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals looking to rally and take down the Brewers in Game 1 of today's doubleheader. They currently trail the Brewers 4-3 in the top of the 9th inning. We'll keep you updated on this one, and we'll recap this game. So stay tuned for that. But coming up next, we have part 2 of our Sports Six-Pack. So get your questions into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. We'll answer your questions next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
Welcome back here to the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Part 2, Sports Six-Pack, coming at you.
Question number 4.
All right. From the 636. Hey, Jamie, given all the changes, what would your first attempt at offensive line combinations and defensive pairings look like for the Blues at the beginning of next year?
Oh, man. Well, I definitely think you go back with Holloway, Thomas, and Snugger. You'd be a fool not to do that. I don't know what number McTavish is going to wear here. But I'd have McTavish centering the second line with McMichael. And for now, I guess it would be Buchnevich. You'd have Neighbors, Suter. The Puce is loose.
Where is Dvorsky playing?
Oh, yeah, maybe I'd have him there. In fact, I'd probably put Dvorsky there and Suter on the other side. You just got so many players. It's hard to first crack it.
Yeah, where's Stenberg now?
Well, he may not be in this lineup, boys.
Really?
Well, who are you replacing? McMichael? You're about to give him a big contract. Jake Neighbors? You can't do that. Puce Suter? He's under contract at $4 million. You're not doing that. Snuggie? Buchnevich? You could say, yeah, well, but Buch is at $8 million. Mm-hmm. So he playing. He's going to get his opportunity to play. Berggren's he's returning a $2 million contract. Dylan Dubé.
Dubé as well.
He's on an $850,000 one-way contract, so he's going to get an opportunity. You have Finley, you have Walker, you have Torpchenko, you have Johnson.
Sounds like you need to make a trade.
Or something. Something's going to be happening. It has to. I think it's inevitable. I think your top 3 lines are probably what I said. Your D pairings are probably going to be Broberg and Mayu. I think that you'll have Lindstein or Nikishin with Parayko. And then you'd have Fowler and Carlo as your third pair. I think Tyler Tucker becomes your 7th defenseman. There it is. That's what I've got.
You got a crowded dance floor.
It's so crowded that it's hard to put together a lineup, apart from the obvious picks. I think the first 2 lines are obvious. After that, it's going to be a shuffle.
Would you consider having Buch on the third line?
Yeah. I don't care to put him in 4th line. I'm not being rude.
No, I know.
For me, Pavel Buchnevich is not just given. If you're Jim Montgomery and Buch continues to trend in the wrong direction, you can't give him all the minutes. This is a young, fast team now. Buch has got to pick it up. He's making $8 million, got a long-term contract, but that doesn't mean you have any obligation to play him in the top 6 or even in the top 9. The problem is if you drop him out of the top 9 into the 4th line, what does that look like?
Yeah, he doesn't profile as a 4th liner.
It doesn't. And the identity that it looks like you're trying to create for that line, he doesn't fit the profile at all. But fingers crossed that he comes back this year super motivated and ready to play better than he has over the last couple of years.
Question number 5.
From the 314, do you guys see a world where the NFL ever makes it back to St. Louis? I think with a competent owner, the city can back a franchise.
I mean, I'd like to think so. I hope that the NFL, whether it's through expansion, which I think I would hope it was through expansion, because I don't want to necessarily take a team away from someone unless, it happens. Life happens. But I hope that the NFL ends up back here. And hell, I hope the NBA ends up here as well. That'd be nice.
Man, I don't know if St. Louis could do that. I love St. Louis more than, you guys know. But to have the Cardinals, the Blues, St. Louis City.
Oh, come on, man.
No, but they're eating up advertising dollars. Right. And they're owned by someone who's big ownership in enterprise. And
if there was NFL or NBA here, I think some of that money would be going elsewhere.
Well, it's fine. And I didn't say that the NBA and the NFL wouldn't. I said, I don't think the city can support all of those entities. I don't think there's enough
money to go around.
I don't think so. I know that St. Louis has a lot of really good money, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting those dollars. Doesn't mean they're just giving you their money. So I don't know. I just think it would be a lot. I think it would be a lot to ask of fans too. Cost of tickets, cost of season tickets, cost of everything right now is through the roof. Think about it. Would I like to see it? Yeah, sure. Bring all that action to St. Louis. I just don't want to. What I don't want to see happen, Carey, is what's happened before. The team is here, and then it's gone because the last time the Rams, that was a whole other situation. But I don't want to see a team be here, fans fall in love, and then the team has to move because there's a bigger city with more advertising possibilities, with less franchises in said city. A lot of the teams that have NHL, MLB, NBA, NFL, and MLS are bigger cities as far as population is considered. A lot of them. But, bring it on, man.
Question number 6.
All right, we were talking earlier about the comparison of the U.S. men's team to college football teams, per se. The 636 says the U.S. men's team is more like the Maryland. Nobody knows who the fast lane they are until you see the race car flag on the helmet, and then you remember, oh, yeah, there's a college up there, and they do play football.
Yeah, Maryland?
Maryland.
Maryland getting shots here in St. Louis.
I don't know.
Oh, man, I like my guy Loxley. Mike does a good job. They actually, I think, going to have a really good team this year. They had a freshman quarterback last year that I think was extremely talented. Going to be a good football team. You give the Maryland Terrapins some love, man.
Is that because they're a Big Ten team?
No, because they actually have a really good quarterback and a really good coach.
Who's the coach?
Mike Loxley.
Oh, yeah, Luxie.
Yeah, Lox. Good dude, man.
Who is more important to their team? You mentioned it earlier, how all of the best countries have that one-star player.
Huh?
Is that particular player more important to their soccer team than an NFL quarterback is to their football team?
I think they're probably on par, quite honestly. If you're...
I don't agree with that.
No?
No, I think the quarterback touches the ball every play. The best player on a soccer field might not touch the ball every possession.
No, you're right.
So, in my opinion, the quarterback has more impact.
So you're telling me Joe Flacco's more important than Lionel Messi?
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, see, I don't that's a bad one. I'm going to give you another chance.
Yeah. The Joe Flacco that took the Ravens to the Super Bowl, not Joe Flacco now.
Any quarterback. You just said the quarterback.
The starting quarterback.
Starting quarterback.
He's not starting. Who's he starting for?
Okay, so who's the guy in Tennessee?
Cam Ward.
There we go.
More important than Messi?
Lionel Messi.
Yeah. For his team, for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Carolina, what's their quarterback?
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young. Yeah,
for sure.
You're dying on that hill already?
I am. I've already
Just because he touches the ball doesn't mean he touches it well.
He touches it every play.
But that doesn't mean it's a good thing.
He's the person that gets in the huddle and tells the entire other 10 guys.
The captain, he wears the armband.
Yeah, that's cool. They take that armband off sometimes. I've seen it.
Yeah, I'm just going to...
I ain't seen a quarterback rip the C off his jersey yet.
I'm just going to disagree with you, that's all.
That's fine.
Yeah.
quarterback has more input and impact into a game.
Until you're in the World Cup.
80 plays.
And you're a mutant from Norway who's got
Hey,
7
what do you
goals.
get? 1 goal? 2 goals?
He had 2.
I mean, 2 goals. Come on,
You
man.
can't even keep a straight face, bro.
Hey, come on, man. Way more important.
Did you see his first goal, the header that he had, where he was literally just walking at maybe a snail's pace?
He's looking the other way.
Looking the other way. All of a sudden, here comes the ball, and he starts kind of speeding up. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
and then
he's
just
a bit of a
boom,
freak.
right into the back.
He
of the
might
net.
be.
I think he
It's funny, though.
He's a funny dude. I started looking at some of his social media stuff. He's very self-deprecating with like he's a funny dude. I kind of like him right now.
They had a commercial. It was a few years ago when all of his team, the club team that he was on, they were all playing for the World Cup, and he wasn't playing. So they made a commercial for him, like, you know, the league is almost back, and he was just by himself. He's trying to call his teammates, but they weren't available, and it was pretty funny. He's a pretty funny dude.
He's going to be on that team for many years to come now. That's for damn sure. All right, that was the Sports Six-Pack. Carey's got a football segment coming up here. NFL Washed?
That's Marshy.
Or Resurgence. That's Marshy?
Yeah.
We're going to ask Carey some questions,
Well, I can't wait to hear Carey talk about this on 101 ESPN. All right, we go out to our guy, Stewie, from Stewart's American Mortgage Corporation. Stewie, sometimes, I know I get confused sometimes, and maybe other people do too, with the credit score system. What do you got for us?
Well, Jamie, everybody knows about what's called your FICO score. FICO is Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Lenders take the middle number of the three, and that's what they apply, and that's the rate you get. Now, what you see on Credit Karma or Discover Card, that's not your mortgage credit score. It's a different number. The only way you can see that is by having lenders pull your credit. But we have an alternative for you. We have something different called a Vantage credit score. So many people have low FICO scores, but we have the alternative called Vantage. We had an ESPN listener, came into our office, had a 630 credit score with FICO, ran it through the Vantage score system, and it was over 700. He qualified for the loan at the 700, but not the 630. We got the deal done. Most lenders are not using the Vantage. We are. If your credit score is low and you want a better rate with better terms and you want to get a better product with what you got, we can make it happen for you.
Got to call him, though. And look, if you're having trouble anywhere, call Stewie. Get a second opinion. Call Stewie. Whatever it is, give him a call on his personal cell phone number or shoot him a text. Either way, that number's 314-324-4440. Again, that's 314-324-4440. And if you can't remember that number, you can always Google the Bega loan. Thanks, Stewie.
Have a good one, Jamie.
NMLS number 226715.
the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN. Gauntlet will be roughly 8 to 10 minutes. We need a new contestant, so text the word Gauntlet to 314-399-9646. All right, Marshy, this one's yours. NFL player, are they washed or will they have a resurgence?
Yes, so I got a text earlier today. Now that the U.S. men's national team is through, they are done for the World Cup. We can focus on real football.
Yeah, oh, wow.
Specifically fantasy football. This was a fantasy football article that I found with all these different players, but it doesn't necessarily need to be a fantasy football discussion. But yes, you just mentioned it, NFL washed or resurgence. I'm going to run through some of these names, and you guys let me know. Do you guys think they'll have a bounce back year, or do you think they're washed at this point in their career? Let's start with Kyler Murray.
I think he's going to have a bounce back season. I think he's dealt with injuries. You got one of the elite receivers of this generation in Justin Jefferson, a guy that, I mean, you throw the ball to him, he's going to catch it and make a big play. I think that helps a quarterback's confidence. It allows them to have, more success if you can keep them upright. I know Minnesota has dealt with offensive line injuries over the past few years, but if they're healthy and able to keep him upright, Kyler Murray is a problem.
He sure is.
Well, he's a problem on the field. People, his opponents have an immense amount of respect for him. So I think that he's going to have great success in Minnesota. Should he learn the starting job? I think he's going to do a great job.
Yeah, I think he's washed. I do. I see it being a short marriage in Minnesota. I think that he goes in there. He does have a tremendous amount of skill. It's just never really translated in the team game. I don't see it happening. I'm not a fan.
I mean, there's a reason why the Cardinals elected to let him go, essentially, and pay his contract.
When you're paying somebody to go play against a team that plays against you, that's a problem.
So we'll see what happens. Let's move on to DJ Moore. He was with Chicago, no longer with the Bears. We know how that ended up at the end of last season in the playoffs. We ran the wrong route. And Caleb Williams threw an interception. It led to their season ending. What about DJ Moore? You think he'll be good this season?
Yes. He's in Buffalo with Josh Allen. We've talked about, I know Josh Allen was outstanding the last couple of years. And even though I assumed he was going to struggle due to not having an A1A receiver, I think he definitely needs to have this guy, and having DJ Moore on his team. DJ Moore kind of started losing some of his targets last year. Rome Odunze did a fantastic job. Luther Burden III came on and did a fantastic job. Colston Loveland picked it up for them. They had a lot of success last year. But I think this year, with the Bills and with Josh Allen, I think he's going to do an outstanding job and be fantastic for that organization. So no, it's a resurgence for DJ Moore.
Okay, how about another wide receiver, Marvin Harrison Jr.? We just mentioned the Cardinals. Kyler Murray was the quarterback there, no longer the quarterback. I have no idea how this team will do this upcoming year, but Marvin Harrison Jr.
So initially I put yes, a resurgence, because I think he's dealt with injuries last year. His rookie year, he started off really slow, but showed bursts of a lot of success. And then I also added that the addition of Jeremiah Love should help with the passing game, because now you're going to be facing some hopefully single high safeties where you don't have to have that too high safety where there's a lot of eyeballs on the receiving game. But then I thought about it, who the hell's throwing him the ball?
That's what I was about to ask you.
So it may not be that he's washed, but the team might be washed, because I don't know who's throwing him the ball. I don't know if Jacoby Brissett is going to show up and do what he needs to do, if they're going to go with Carson Beck. I have no clue what that's going to look like under center. So until I know that, I got to say washed.
Wide receiver Terry McLaurin of the Washington Commanders. He had 5 years in a row of over 1,000 yards receiving. Last year, he missed 7 games. He hasn't missed a game since 2020, where he only played in 15 games. 10 games last year, 582 yards receiving, only 3 touchdowns. Do you see him having a resurgence this upcoming season?
Man, I love Terry McLaurin. I think he's a fantastic receiver. I think I was happy that he got his money. He waited for it. They paid him. But I think it's going to be washed. I think the older you get, and Jamie knows this, we talk about it, your body doesn't get better. It only gets older, especially as an athlete. He'll be 31 this year. And, you know, what you said, he's how many seasons in? 8? This is 8th season?
Yes, this is his. This will be his 8th year.
Yeah, so I would say washed. For me, I think he's washed. He did a fantastic job of staying healthy, but last year, obviously dealing with a lot of injuries and not having the success, not having your quarterback for some of those games obviously plays into that as well, but I just don't think he's going to get healthier as his career continues to go on.
All right, let's do one more. Former Lions running back David Montgomery. In 2023, he rushed for over 1,000 yards. The last 2 years, under 800 yards. It seemed like once Jahmyr Gibbs started to emerge, his role, David Montgomery's role, started to disappear, and now he's with the Houston Texans. What do you think about David Montgomery and his role now with C.J. Stroud and the rest of that group?
The Houston Texans stunk, in my opinion, in running the football, especially like short yardage situations, goal to go, like needed to get in the punch it in. They struggled mightily. I think this might have an impact on the entire offense. Hopefully Tank Dell is back and he's healthy. Nico Collins back healthy, doing what he does. If you can get that passing game along with that running game, and maybe, I don't know, maybe you get a better version of C.J. Stroud with a running game. Woody Marks did a really good job last year as a rookie, but not good enough. So if David Montgomery is, and there were times last year where he was the best back on that team. I mean, I love Jahmyr Gibbs. I think he's he's dynamite. He's lightning in the bottle. Get the ball in his hands, and he's going to do something spectacular. But David Montgomery, there were times over the last couple of years where he was the best back on the field, which means he's the best back on the team. So I think adding him to Houston, along with that defense that they have, one of the best defenses in the entire NFL. You play good defense, you run the ball well, it usually results in championships and winning games.
All right, there you have it. Thank you for that breakdown, CD. Gauntlet next here in the Fast Lane.
warriors. 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
Time is 4:03. Time check brought to you by Clarkson Jeweler. It's time for the Gauntlet. We got our guy Brandon on the phone with us. Brandon, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing well, Jamie. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. So, you got Carey, you got Andrew Marsh, or myself today. Who would you like to play against?
Oh, man. I always thought I'd go after you, Jamie, but I'm a little nervous on air now, so I guess maybe I'll take CD on.
All right.
Carey Davis.
Oh, boy.
Good luck, Brandon.
Thanks, you too, Carey.
All right, CD's going to make his way out to the cone of silence. While he does that, Brandon, tell my guy Marshy to spin that wheel.
Marshy, spin that wheel.
All right, what are you wanting, buddy?
Oh, I guess I should do the cliche and say anything but football.
Oh, man, the wheel's evil. You know that.
I'm in trouble.
Well, you might not be, or you might both be in trouble. I don't know. The wheel spun hockey.
All right, let's give it a go.
All right, buddy.
It was almost football, though.
It was a hair short of football.
Oh,
all right,
boy.
you got
All
4
right.
questions here. Each of them are worth 2 points. If you use the options, they're only worth 1 point. 0 points are rewarded for a wrong answer. And if we're tied after 4 questions, we'll go to a tiebreaker, and we will get a winner here today. Brandon, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, but here we go. Hockey, the category, question 1. This player holds the record for the most game-winning goals in a single NHL postseason. He secured 8 victories in the 1996 playoffs. Can you name this player?
All right, so it would have been 8 years old. I'll go
Feels like
options,
yesterday.
Jamie. I'll go options.
All right, was it Peter Forsberg, U.A. Krupp, or Joe Sakic?
Oh, gosh. A couple Avalanche guys I used to not like growing up as a Blues fan. Oh, let's go Sakic. Final answer.
All right.
Question number 2. In the first ever NHL Winter Classic, the Buffalo Sabres and Pittsburgh Penguins faced off in 2008. Who scored the game-winning goal in the 3rd round of the shootout?
Oh, boy. Let's go options on that one, too, Marshy.
Options are Thomas Vanek, Sidney Crosby, or Jordan Stahl.
Oh, some good players on there. I guess I'll go Jordan Stahl. Final answer.
All right, question 3. What goaltender holds the record for the most goals scored in NHL history? Here's a small hint. He played at one point for the St. Louis Blues.
Oh. Let's see. The Belfort. No. Legacy, Turek. Did Turek score a goal? Let's go out on a limb and say Roman Turek. Final answer.
All right, thank you.
Question number 4. In November of 2024, Jordan Binnington surpassed his agent, Mike Liut, to become the winningest goaltender in Blues franchise history. Name the player that sits 3rd on that list.
Oh. 3rd most winningest Blues goalie. Oh, man. Am I going to be like Grant Fuhr? Legacy. He played for a while, didn't he? I'm talking to myself on live radio.
That's all right.
Osgood was around for a while. I guess I'll go. I guess I'll take the options. Why not?
All right, your options are Brian Elliott, Curtis Joseph, or Jake Allen.
Oh man, I think it's Brian Elliott. So maybe we'll go Brian Elliott. Final answer.
All right. Let's get Carey Davis back in here. Brandon, how you feeling, bud?
Absolutely terrible, but here I am.
Atta boy. Atta boy. All right. Well, Carey's taking his sweet time getting in here. He must be pretty confident taking that, walking that slow.
I saw Marshy waving his hand, but I didn't know if he was raising his hand, telling me to come back, or he was just stretching.
I was waving.
He was like leaning back, like, oh, well. Is he waving for me or is he stretching?
Probably waving for you.
I don't like to assume, Jamie.
Your category today, hockey.
Let's do that hockey.
Pack a lunch, Carey.
Right.
Pack a lunch. All right, here we go, Carey. Question 1. This player holds the record for the most game-winning goals in a single NHL postseason. He secured 8 victories in the 1996 playoffs. Name this player.
Ooh. What team is that? 96? Temp? No, I don't know. Options.
Was it Peter Forsberg, Uwe Krupp, or Joe Sakic?
That Krupp guy probably isn't even a real person. UA, you say, huh? What are we doing, hockey? Okay, never mind. Joe Sakic and...
Peter Forsberg and Uwe Krupp.
Let's go Peter Forsberg. Final answer.
Question number 2. In the first ever NHL Winter Classic, the Buffalo Sabres and Pittsburgh Penguins faced off in 2008. Who scored the game-winning goal in the third round of the shootout?
I should know that. I was in Pittsburgh. Sid the Kid? Probably. Guinea Malkin? Maybe. Probably neither one of those guys, but I ain't gonna take no options. I ain't gonna do it. I'm just gonna go with Sid the Kid. Sounds like a good option. No, said third round.
Third round of the shootout.
He probably went first or second, huh? Give me those options.
Options are Thomas Vanek, Sidney Crosby, or Jordan Stahl.
Let's go with Jordan Stahl. Final answer.
Next question. What goaltender holds the record for the most goals scored in NHL history? Hint. At one point, played for the Blues.
Most goals scored? Oh, man. Hell of options.
Was it Ron Hextall, Martin Brodeur, or Chris Mason?
I think it's Ron Hextall, but I'll go with Hexy, your guy. Final answer.
Final question.
It is hot in here.
It is very hot.
Oh, man.
The heat is on.
Jeez.
Silly hot.
It feels like it in this gauntlet.
In November of 2024, Jordan Bennington surpassed his agent, Mike Liut, to become the winningest goaltender in Blues franchise history. Name the player that sits third on that list.
I'm gonna need options again, and I hate it. I don't like it. What's the Moose? What's his name? Oh, it's Brian Elliott. Moose. That was Moose, right? Just second guess myself. I talked myself out of it, Jamie. I'm gonna go with Brian Elliott. Final answer. Hope that's the right person, right name.
All right. Let's score this.
This was a fun one.
Yeah. We're going to go in reverse.
Oh, no.
In November of 2024, Jordan Bennington surpassed his agent, Mike Liut, to become the winningest goaltender in Blues franchise history. Name the player that sits third on that list. Brandon took the options and said Brian Elliott. Kerry Davis took the options.
I didn't take options.
Oh, Kerry Davis did not take the options. Correct. And said Brian Elliott. Moose. That was his nickname.
Okay, yeah.
Answer is
Brian Elliott shared a net with Jake Allen.
Come on, man.
Jake Allen is the answer.
Come on, man.
Jake Allen.
Damn it, man.
Is the correct.
Where's Brian Elliott on that list?
Probably fourth.
He's got to be up there.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Question 3.
Hate the question.
What goaltender holds the record for the most goals scored in NHL history? Hint, at one point he played for your St. Louis Blues. Without the options, Brandon said Roman Turek.
Oh.
He used to have Judas Priest, those crazy-looking things on his goalie mask.
Little zombies.
He caught with the wrong hand, too. Brandon said Roman Turek. Carey took the options and took Blues favorite, Ron Hextall.
He didn't play for the Blues?
Probably not. Marshy answer is.
Yeah, it's Marty Brodeur.
Brodeur.
Where's Ron Hextall on the list?
He never played for the Blues.
I didn't ask that. He just want to know how many goals he scored.
He scored 2. He's second on the list.
I knew he was up there.
All right. Question 2, as we go in reverse. In the first ever NHL Winter Classic, the Buffalo Sabres and Pittsburgh Penguins faced off in 2008. Who scored the game-winning goal in the third round of the shootout? With the options, Brandon said Jordan Stahl. With the options, Carey. Well, actually, before that, Carey said, I was in Pittsburgh.
I should know this.
I should know this. It's got to be Sid the Kid. He goes, Sidney Crosby. No, wait. Did you say third in the shootout? Then we went through the options. He said, not Sid. Give me that Jordan Stahl.
That sounds
Sidney Crosby was a rookie.
I know. I thought about that too.
But he wasn't a rookie. He wasn't a rookie.
Second year? Third year?
It was a couple years. He'd been in the league for a few years.
Couple years in.
Sid the Kid?
Yeah.
He was man by then.
Yep, Sidney Crosby.
Crosby.
Just an iconic goal.
Yep. Little back, forehand backhand.
That's what I was thinking.
Through the legs.
I remember.
In the snow. The snow's coming down on Ryan Miller.
Setting. I mean, most people can't forget that, Carey.
In Pittsburgh?
No, it was in Buffalo.
And that's why I didn't know. If it was in Pittsburgh, I might have been there.
Right, Marcia,
Ralph Wilson Stadium.
Can we get a score update, please?
I can help you. 0-0.
0-0. We are approaching extra time, potentially.
Question 1.
See how much time we get in extra time.
This player holds the record for most game-winning goals in the NHL postseason. Scored 8 game-winning goals in the 1996 playoffs. Name this player. With the options, Carey said Peter Forsberg, because UA Krupp's not a real player. No, he is. He is. And with the options, Brandon said Joe Sakic. Forsberg and Sakic, Hall of Famers. Finkel and Einhorn, Finkel.
UA Krupp.
Brandon.
You have chosen wisely.
It is Joe Sakic. Brandon in the 96th minute scores to go ahead of Carey Davis. Good job, Brandon.
Ah, that stinks.
Thanks, guys. A whopping 1 got it done. Huh?
Well, it is. The World Cup is going on, so low scores are popular.
Yeah, that's like a touchdown if you compare it, right?
There you go.
I guess
Good
so.
job, Brandon.
All right, Brandon, you'll be back tomorrow. You'll get Marshy or myself tomorrow. Congratulations. Enjoy the win, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Sounds good. Good job, CD.
Thanks, you too.
All right, Brandon. Take care, bud.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
Ron Hextall, huh?
I didn't think he played for the Blues. I thought Ron Hextall was up there.
Hextall has a regular season goal and a playoff goal, I believe.
See?
Yeah, I think that's right.
I'm mad about the Brian Elliott one.
Yeah, that's tough. They were both really good in that one pocket of time. So, all right.
I was at a game that Brodeur scored. It was in Carolina. Well, technically, he did not shoot it. So what had happened?
The puck hit him.
So it was a delayed. It was a delayed penalty.
Yeah.
And Carolina had taken a shot. It hit off Brodeur, and then they got the puck. An errant pass went down the ice, and he was credited for the goal.
That was the first goalie goal. Was Billy Smith for the New York Islanders, and that's what happened.
Really?
Shot went off his pad, and then one of their players shot it back and shot it all the way back.
Went into the net.
Yeah. But Ron Hextall was the first goalie ever to actually physically shoot the puck down the ice and score. It was against the Boston Bruins, I believe. Yeah.
Former Blue. Or not.
Never former Blue at all.
We got a text that says, what are the Gauntlet performances of all time?
I read that. I didn't see that. I thought it said one of the greatest.
It just said one of.
One of the Gauntlet performances. Yep. That's not good.
All right. Cardinals blew it again against the Brewers. We're going to go over that next here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Well, your Cardinals squandered a lead again. I know it's hard to believe. 2 games in a row now. They've given games back to the Milwaukee Brewers. A weird day for the Cardinals on the bump. Basically a bullpen day. As Swanson gets the start or the opener tag, and then Zimmerman, who was just recently brought up, he went 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 Ks. I don't know if he ever looked comfortable, quite honestly.
I think you take that though, like not in the situation, of course, because the Cardinals were winning up 2-0, but for who he is, I think you take that against a Milwaukee Brewers team who can put runs up on the board. It's just situational where the Cardinals once again squander a really good opportunity. You had Mizorowski on the mound, and you tag him for a few runs to start off that game. You get an extra home run from Herrera, and if you could steal a game against him, man, like that's a huge confidence booster. But now you drop the first 2 games of the series, and now you have a doubleheader today. Who knows what's going to happen later today? But just like that, snap of the fingers, within 24 hours, you could lose 3 games.
Yeah. So remember yesterday I think we talked at one point about how Ollie Marble was going to deploy his roster throughout this series. I'm not saying, look, nobody ever coaches or plays to not win. I'm not suggesting that. But I think, was it you, Carey, that said to focus on the Braves? Or was it you?
No, that wasn't me.
No, so BK said yesterday that maybe they are looking to go with their normal lineup when they take on the Braves, because that team could be one of those teams later down the line that you're fighting for a playoff spot with.
It feels like that right now. It feels like that. You go with a bullpen game. So McGreevy was supposed to get the start. And you end up going with a bullpen game. You wonder how hurt McGreevy is at this point or what's going on. But then you call up Dobbins, who now will be your second game doubleheader starter, which isn't all that abnormal to call up a guy, but kind of feels like Ollie is manipulating the roster a little bit. Like, again, not that he doesn't care about beating the Brewers, but maybe the focus is on the last couple of games against the Brewers and then into the Braves series. So does that sound crazy?
I don't think it sounds crazy, but I just don't think that that's the goal or the mindset. They lost both games, same score, 4-3. You lost by 1 run. You had a lead in both games. You had an opportunity. This is just what this team is. Like, they still lack.
I don't like it, Gary.
They lack the bullpen that is of a championship roster. Like, they're not there yet. But I don't think that this is something where you're looking at it like, oh, we're so far away. No, the Brewers are a really good baseball team.
Yeah, they are.
Jacob Mizorowski is a damn good baseball pitcher. You took him yard twice by 2 of your up-and-coming really good batters in your lineup, your 2-hole hitter and your cleanup hitter. They both took them deep. So there were opportunities there for this team to win the game. You have to finish the game. Just like last night, you were up 3-0, and you allowed 4 runs, and then you end up losing 4-3. Today, you're up 2-0. You give those 2 runs right back, I think, in the second inning, and then you take the lead off of Ivan Herrera's home run, and then you unfortunately give the lead up again. So this is why I say it's a long season, but my coaches in college used to say, those guys are on scholarship too, which means, like, you're not going to just roll over or roll through everybody. In the league, we'll say those guys get paid as well. So that's kind of the mindset. Like, you're playing against a really good team, 1, and 2, you're not where you need to be just yet, but you're able to compete.
Yeah.
We were talking about the U.S. men's national team, why that was such a failure, because in my opinion, they didn't compete. This Cardinal team competes night in and night out. Are the results going to be a win every single time? They will not be. But this team is competing, and eventually the bullpen, the starting rotation will catch up to what you think that the lineup is. It's just not there yet.
Yeah, I think that's where a lot of frustration lies. We had that texter earlier that said it feels like this team is ready to, compete with some of these bigger teams, at least from an offensive standpoint. The positional players, like those guys have stepped up and they have grown into their role, the players that we need them to be. And it seems like the bullpen and the rest of, now I won't say everybody in the starting staff, but every now and then you'll get a bad start, but mostly the bullpen are the guys that are really dragging this team down, and it's very annoying because you don't know where those guys will be ultimately in the future.
I think you do know.
Well, they won't be here.
There you go. So it don't matter where else they are. They won't be here. Like, if you don't perform well enough, you don't get to keep your job. Like, it is a what have you done for me lately business, professional sports. It is every time you get an opportunity, you better be at your best. And if you're not, you better be at your best more than you're not. And if you're not, then you're looking for another job elsewhere and hoping and praying that someone else will hire you. If you are good at it, someone else will try to hire you because they'll try to pay you more. But it's about performing well. And if you're not performing well, I just don't believe that the Cardinals have this sense of panic when the bullpen. Is there a level of frustration? Of course.
There would be if I was Ollie Marmol.
There's a level
even though I know what we're doing there
is a level of frustration. I do, because you're competitive. But that frustration is not only from the coaching staff, from the front office, it's from the pitchers that aren't performing well as well. Like, those guys aren't pleased with their performance when they go out and give up a lead. Like, they're not trying to. The Milwaukee Brewers got guys to get paid too. And that's what it is. And so until you get to the point where you have a bullpen that you got 5 or 6 guys that you can trust on a nightly basis, you're probably going to run into these issues. But a 4-3 loss against the Milwaukee Brewers for 2 games, I'm not ready to just throw in the towel and say, hell with these guys. The bullpen we're not going to win a championship. All right, cool. Like, just be mad. You talked about me angry
I can't
yesterday.
Figure you out.
Yelling at clouds.
I can't figure you out. Yesterday, you're pissed off about everything.
I was pissed off about
and
people
today,
popping
you're
fireworks
kumbaya about everything
at midnight on a on a Tuesday, 3 days after the 4th of July. Go to bed, man. People got stuff to do in the morning.
We had in my neighborhood, I kid you not, I texted you guys this last night. The second that the United States game ended, fireworks shooting off in our neighborhood.
There's a couple of Belgians in your...
Maybe.
They were happy.
I thought maybe these people are from Belgium.
Yeah.
However,
or they might
the
have had
second the
money,
Cardinals game ended, more fireworks going off. I go, what is going on here?
Milwaukee.
Maybe there are Belgians that are from Milwaukee.
Maybe.
That were visiting relatives here.
Drove down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Celebrating the United States, though. Maybe.
Maybe it wasn't a celebration of the United States. Maybe it was leftover
maybe
fireworks.
they came for the 4th, celebrated the U.S., then their team beat the snot out of us, so they celebrated that, and then their other team beat us.
They celebrated that as well.
A lot of tentacles in your neighborhood,
I
apparently.
might have to call HOA.
Just put in your complaint.
Yeah.
There you go.
Damn fireworks at 3 o'clock in the morning. Go to bed. Go to bed, man.
All right, Cardinals got game 2 coming up later on today. We'll see if we get a lineup out anytime soon. Also, let's not forget about the daily drop. We're going to bump that down to 5 o'clock. So click on the little microphone on your 101 ESPN mobile app. And if you want to talk to us about the Team USA soccer, the Cardinals right now, the bullpen, the Blues, anything that's on your mind, tap that little microphone, leave us a mic drop, and we'll get to that at 5 o'clock when we do the daily drop. Coming up next, we're going to play Fill in the Blank. 314-399-9646. Send us your Fill in the Blank. We'll get to that next here on 101 ESPN.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. The Cardinals lose earlier today, 4-3. Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader will be at 6:45 with Hunter Dobbins on the mound for the Cardinals. Coming up next, we have Fill in the Blank. So if you have a fill in the blank statement you want to send our way, do so using the Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646. We'll play Fill in the Blank next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
Blank, 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 blank.
Fill in some blanks.
Welcome back here to the Fast Lane. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Andrew Marsh. We asked you for fill in the blank. Again, that's 314-399-9646. Marshy, what do we got?
From the 618, fill in the blank. The dumbest move made so far this NHL offseason by any team is blank.
Anaheim not signing their player.
Chicago trading their 4th overall pick.
You didn't like that move?
Bowen Byram and giving him, I don't know, twice what he's worth.
He's gonna go win them a championship, Jamie.
No, he probably not.
Yep. What if you win the championship? Is it still a dumb move? Then he wins a championship and they leave.
When does he win a championship?
This season.
No chance.
Come on, man.
What?
I'm just saying, if it were to happen, it's a hypothetical.
You want you to pretend?
Make believe land.
Make believe?
You've done that before. I know you have.
Absolutely. Favorite of our house.
We're gonna do this. You're gonna pretend. Yeah, you know how to play the game.
You know, you can call me Mr. Sister House.
Doctor.
Got one of those now. All right, Carey. What were you saying?
Sorry. If the Blackhawks win the championship this year,
if they
is
win
it worth it?
Then it'd be, I guess it would be.
There you go.
But that's not going to happen.
So championship or
10
bust?
years. So dumb move.
So you say Blackhawks, you say Ducks.
I say Ducks.
Ducks have a pretty rough season right now.
I mean, they've lost a couple of. They lost one good player and on the verge of losing another one if they don't pony up. They pony up,
and they might lose another one in a year from now.
What are you gonna do, man?
Marshy, what you say?
I think it's got to be the Blackhawks. I remember seeing that when it was announced, and I was just thinking to myself, what are they doing? What are they doing?
I couldn't believe what I saw.
You don't think you could get a better defenseman at that spot than Bo Byram? It's not like they're in a window to win right now.
$12 million?
They're not even a window to win.
Why are you spending $12 million on a defenseman who is a second pair defenseman on a winning team?
Well, clearly they didn't learn from their deal with Seth Jones.
Oh, man. Like, they would have been better off to go big game hunting with John Carlson and have him come in for 2 years at $12 million. Because then he's gone in 2 years. You're not, you know what I'm saying?
Right. For the 4th overall pick?
No.
Okay.
Just unrestricted free agency.
Okay.
No. For 4th overall.
We're going to sign his rights.
I'm surprised.
Who did that? I think it was Carolina that signed.
Yeah, they traded.
They traded for his rights.
Yeah.
And didn't sign him.
Well, they tried, but he had other ideas.
All right, Grant Francis fan club, fill in the blank. The odds of Jordan Bennington being in St. Louis beyond this coming season is blank.
Like a percentage?
32%. He's a free agent after this year, right?
Yeah.
32%.
I would say beyond this season, I go 10%.
Wow.
I just think that two things here. If the Blues are in a playoff race at the deadline, probably going to try and hang on to Jordan Bennington. Because if you're in a wild card spot, what happens if something happens to either of your goalies?
Mm-hmm.
You got to, if you're truly trying to make the playoffs, you got to go with both of those guys. Now, that being said, somebody else who might be a contender, closer to being a Stanley Cup contender, might overpay at the deadline. And the Blues at that point would have a tough decision to make, and then Alex's team could either move on or not. And then if it gets to free agency, I think that it's automatic that he'll be somewhere else because I don't see the Blues ponying up the money that it would take to keep him here in St. Louis. It's not that he doesn't love it here, he does. But if the Blues are offering $3.5 to $4 million and somebody else is offering $7 or $8 million, you probably get used to living somewhere else for that big of a difference.
Agreed.
Yeah.
From the 913, the one chore you secretly do not mind doing at home is blank.
I thought you were going to say, which one do you hate? Because I probably don't mind, like, washing the dishes.
Like hand washing them?
Either or, like hand washing them or making sure they're in the
I don't know if that's really that
dishwasher.
much of a chore to put them in a machine and push go.
I do both.
I'm not accusing you of not.
I don't throw everything in the dishwasher. So, like, getting those done now, I do have my children that's, you know, my son does. My son and my daughter, hey, take those dishes out, put them up, take the trash out, do those things. But I don't mind doing it as well.
Yeah.
I hate, and I mean, I absolutely hate folding clothes. That might be the worst chore in all of the world.
I was just going to ask it.
I'm not thrilled with that.
Is putting clothes away the worst,
That's the worst part of it.
doing laundry?
It's the worst part.
So the way I've got things set up at my house is I'm really not folding a lot of clothes. Like pants, sure. Shorts-ish, right? But
I hang everything up.
everything else I'm hanging.
Yeah.
So I just
Either
take a
one.
stack of hangers and it takes
still-
like 5 minutes. It's really not that bad.
Because I obviously wear a lot of jogging pants and t-shirts and workout clothes. When you work out, you got more laundry than you really know. Then you really realize.
Some of the days where I get up, I work out, then I go coach.
Yes.
You got to wear clothes underneath the tracksuit.
Correct.
So that's 1 outfit, 2 outfit, then 3 to come here.
Yes.
And then if I go out for dinner that night, and I have
Another one.
Yeah, we get a lot of laundry. Ashley is very busy. She's very particular about the laundry too. Like if I try to do certain things around the house, I'll get tased. I get tased. Like she's like, no, stop. Like she
Don't
has a way of
touch.
folding towels. So I remember learning this. And you take the towel, and I fold it in half again, and then I do the tri-fold.
Yeah.
Really nice and pretty. It goes in there.
Oh.
I do it the wrong way, apparently. Because the way that the outer rim of the towel
lines.
is, it's got to be a certain way. And so she'll go and like unfold my towel and be like, no, I got it. Just go.
That sounds great.
I do it on purpose now. As far as the chore, I don't mind. Obviously, a little unique to my house is not everybody has a pool. They can be a pain in the butt sometimes. I don't mind messing with the pool. I don't mind going out and skimming. I don't mind cleaning up the skimmer. I don't mind running a little vacuum. And I don't mind. It's kind of peaceful sometimes back there.
Therapeutic.
It is a little bit. You get the little water. You can hear the water running.
Do you like cutting the grass too?
Well, I used to, but not now. I don't cut the grass at my house. Are you kidding me? No chance. When am I going to cut? Take me forever.
I'm not
Bragger.
a grass cutter.
No.
I'm not a grass cutter either.
You've seen it, Marcia. You wouldn't want to cut that
have,
grass.
I stopped cutting grass in high school. After high school.
We were cutting grass at the old house, and Ashley and I were both working a lot, and it was, whatever. And I finally asked the kid who cuts the grass in the neighborhood before, I said, what do you charge? He's like, $30. I go, come on. I sold my mower. I'm like, hey, kid, you're hired.
Gotcha.
30. But what am I doing? It's 110 degrees.
30 an hour or 30 for the full
No, it was
lawn?
30. It wasn't a very big yard, the old rental
Hopefully
house.
he's not listening right now.
No, he's great. Moen Owen was his name.
Moen Owen.
Is
It
this
was,
business?
Yeah, he was Owen. He was a kid who grew up next door to us. And then obviously I moved somewhere different in the subdivision when we got separated and whatnot. But Moen Owen was still running his business out of the back of his pickup truck.
There you go.
It was awesome. Great kid. Did a great job. So. All right, do we have one more, Marsh, here?
Yeah, let's go to the 314. The Ravens will win blank playoff games this season.
Oh, probably none. Seen their quarterback? Can't perform in the big game.
He's good. They'll probably win 2. That'll put them in the AFC Championship game.
I'll say they win 1.
But if they win 2 and they won the division, then that puts them in the Super Bowl. So, maybe. Well, Not
They
necessarily.
would have to get the 1 seed.
They had to get the 1 seed. So, yeah, 2 games.
Okay. I say 1. All right, that was fill in the blank. We got the biggest question of the day coming up next. I think it's going to be a great conversation. So please stay tuned to 101 ESPN. Sitting around last night, already talked about it. We had the fire pit going, Team USA on the TV, and I had an ice-cold Zwickel Light outside. It was awesome. It was a bit of a long day yesterday. I mean, I had to work alongside Carey, so those days are somewhat longer than others. But nothing wrong with enjoying a nice cold Zwickel Light. Only 95 calories, 3.7 carbs. It's crisp, clean, it's refreshing. It's brewed by my friends over at Urban Chestnut, who, by the way, just launched a new beer. If you're into the hazy IPAs, in fact, even if you're not into the hazy IPA, I beg you to please try out Squirrel Works. I was not a hazy IPA drinker. I tried it, and I loved it, and it's now in the fridge at the Rivers House, cold and ready to be consumed. It's a smooth, hazy IPA. It's got bright tropical notes and an easy, juicy finish. It really is awesome. They got the 4-pack of cans or the single cans available. You can find these all over the place at your local stores, including over at my friends in Dirt Cheap. So check it out. You won't be sorry. For more information, visit urbanchestnut.com. That's urbanchestnut.com. Prost!
It's time for the Fast Lane's biggest question of the day. Presented by Banner Construction, the experts in James Hardy siding.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Andrew Marsh. Is the cost of youth soccer really slowing America down on the world stage? And so I did a deep dive today, and a lot of people were writing about this on social media. And I will say this, that competitive soccer, meaning like the travel teams and whatnot, it ranges from about $10,000 to $15,000 a year.
It's a lot of money, man.
It's a lot of money. It is. Now, that's not for your rec leagues and some of your lower competitive leagues. Some of those are, between $5,000 to $10,000 a year. Still a good chunk of change. But here's what I found out, and here's why I don't think the USA will ever be competitive with some of these other nations. I made a phone call today, Carey, to a friend of mine. His name is irrelevant. He played hockey with me in Switzerland. He's from Italy. Mm-hmm. And he was a sporting director for the hockey team, which also has a football team in Switzerland. He became that in his retirement. So I asked him, I said, why can we not compete? And let's take away the best athletes. Well, the reason they get the best athletes that play soccer over in Europe, Germany, all that whole area, they have soccer academies built into their schooling. So the kids go to school and like you go to geography class, they go to soccer for that whole part of the day is dedicated to soccer. And then as the kids get older, in a lot of these academies, they filter the players all the way up to their pro team. As they get older, like at 12 years old, they'll put them in said soccer academies. Players are considered youth amateurs. They don't earn wages, but major clubs cover all of their expenses, including coaching, facilities, housing, and education.
That helps.
They're being paid, just not hand to hand.
Right. They're paying for their training.
Again, $10,000 to $15,000 a year to play competitive soccer in the United States. At 12 years old, you're getting your schooling paid for by a big club. And you get all your coaching, the training, all that. Then, once you turn 16, talented prospects transition to scholarship agreements. This is legally considered employment in many countries, qualifying them to receive an apprentice wage, stipends, or educational support. So at 15 and 16 years old, they're being paid. 15 and 16, you're paying 10 to 15 grand. If you're an elite player, that's what it's got, maybe more with extra training. If you're getting lessons or sports, fitness, nutrition. So I think that's why we'll never be in a competitive situation with those countries. They prioritize the sport of soccer over there in a totally different way than we do over here.
Yeah, I think that's obviously part of it as well, but the cost here for participation in soccer, some families can't afford that.
No.
Whereas in other countries, even the countries that don't have these U through 12 or U12 through 15 or 15 to 16, all you need is a soccer ball and a net, and it might not even be a net, but they work on, and they are working on these games, these experiences, these drills that get your player better. And if you have players who cannot afford to do it, then you're basically eliminating a large portion of athletes that might, I don't know, actually be able to help you on the soccer front. So I think the cost of some of these camps and clubs and places that you can go, not only here, because I was listening to somebody, I was listening to the radio this morning, and the guy was in California, and he mentioned, sometimes, I think he was in L.A., he's like, families have to drive to Fresno for tournaments. You got to pay for hotels. You got to pay an entrance fee for the tournament. Like, if you're making enough money, and in some instances, some parents aren't making enough money, but they're still trying to make it work.
They're finding ways. They're taking on credit cards.
Taking out loans. Finding ways to give their child the best opportunity or the best chance to make it. Hopefully they do, but if they don't, all you just incurred is massive debt trying to help your child. So I think part of the problem, I would say a large majority of the problem would be, and I'm sure there are soccer people that are listening, don't tell me how to make money. I'm not trying to tell you how to make money, brother, sister, you do your thing. But if it costs this much.
A scholarship now, but you have an opportunity to earn NIL money in college. And then, of course, the dream is to go on and play in the NFL someday. but you're paying next to nothing to play at the highest level that you can in your area.
Correct.
And to be scouted and to be gifted an opportunity to play college football after that and make some money.
Yep.
For the ones who are really fantastic. Where soccer, you're paying. So you'll play high school soccer, but you also have to continue to play for a club team.
I'll tell and I'll do you one better, because you mentioned how your friend works with players and they have the actual soccer school inside of school. Some schools in Texas have that as well. They have an hour. They have a period
for football.
Or
training or whatever, skill training.
Like it's built into the class schedule. Okay, 6th hour is going to be football weight training, or film study. Like, there are other places that actually build it into, to help those athletes attain the goals and dreams that they have. And if you're charging people asinine amount of money, it's going to be hard to get the best players, in my opinion.
I don't think that this is remotely the same, but with basketball, AAU basketball,
it's a racket.
That has started to become pretty expensive as well, right?
It's a racket. That is a racket.
And I mean, you look at the NBA, the best players in the world are not from here.
But with basketball, the thing I will say with the AAU basketball, the best players generally aren't paying to be on those teams.
For sure.
Like they get some. There are players that play on teams out of state. Their parents ain't always flying them or driving them different places. But the AAU is a racket as well. One of my little cousins was playing AAU basketball, and I mean, it was like $50 to get into the game for one game for the weekend. And then you want a weekend pass, it's $85 per person.
Yeah.
Per person. What are we doing?
Well, we get a couple of texts here. One says, I won't mention the name. It said, there are major club teams starting to do this. Blank in St. Louis is one of them. They live in a campus and train throughout the day, but those kids are paying to go there. So the difference is, over in Europe, in those countries, the major sponsors who sponsor the pro team, the umbrella that all of these kids are playing under with these academies, and they're paying the money to said soccer academy so the kids can go there and do everything for free. The academies that are being put together over here in the United States, those are being put together for profit. They're not gifting. They might gift one or two a year. They got their scholarship. You get a special, really highly talented kid. But those academies are charging money. They're not sponsored by a major sponsor that's going to come in and let the kids go there for free. So that's where the difference is right now. We're creating the same environment, but it's still costing money.
We did get a text from the 417. For me, it's the culture. It's very snooty and intense and toxic. For a 5-year-old team, there was a coach who was playing and sitting players in order to win in a game where they don't keep score because they're 5.
I think that might be just that coach.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's coaches like that in all sports.
There are.
Yes.
It's tough, and I'm sure some people right now, soccer people, are pissed that we're talking about this. Look, playing youth hockey.
You want to be pissed or you want to win?
Playing youth hockey is expensive too. It's very expensive, which is why I think hockey is, behind a lot of these other major sports, is because there is a big cost to playing hockey, and you don't get any relief.
Yeah, I mean, a new pair of skates is like rent.
It's even worse.
Yeah.
Depending on what you buy. Now, you can spend $2,000 on skates.
It's crazy.
Skates.
Yeah.
Little Johnny, the youth sizes are a little more reasonable, but you're still getting up to $700 to $900 for a pair of skates.
I mean, I play men's league, and, I've had the same equipment for forever just because, I'm not playing at an elite level by any means, but I don't want to spend all the money to play men's league. That's how expensive hockey is.
Mm-hmm.
And you're telling me soccer's worse? It can be?
Listen, man. Soccer costs a lot of money, brother.
It's a lot of money.
I mean, I can speak from my own experience of my son playing.
Likewise.
Registration fee, multiple uniforms, Obviously, you got to buy the cleats and the shin guards. I mean, I enjoyed the experience, but then if you wanna get better, Jamie, you gotta schedule some non-practice sessions with extra trainers to try to get better because there's only a limited amount of time and limited amount of instruction that can be given during the practices. So, yeah, and we're talking, my son was probably second, third grade at the time. I'm like, I don't know, man. I told you, I played soccer growing up. I didn't have all those damn fees, I don't think. I didn't pay them, but I'm sure my mom wasn't paying $500, $700 just for me and a few jerseys to play soccer.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to youth sports, though, in terms of money, I obviously this is a soccer segment, but you can make the argument that almost every sport now is getting a little too expensive.
I can't speak to baseball and football at all.
Baseball is pretty expensive, too. Like my nephew.
I can't speak to it. My kids didn't play it, so I don't know what the hell's going on there.
Well, my brother's always like, man, the amount of money I've spent on your nephew to, play baseball. I mean, he's going to play college now, but, that is another expensive sport, especially with all the tournaments and traveling and all that stuff, the equipment.
Listen, youth sports is a business for a lot of people, and that's fine. But again, if we're wanting to create the next Lionel Messi and the Mbappes of the world, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to catch up to the model that they've built over there because that model has been successful for a really, really, really long time now. So we'll see. Either way, time will tell. All right, we asked for we get the lineup now, right, Marshy?
Yeah, lineup number 2.
All right, we will get into the lineup game next here in the Fast Lane. All right. We're back here in the fast lane. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Andrew Marsh, and we got a lineup out, which means it is lineup game time. Marshy, who's on the bump for the enemy?
Gasser.
Gasser.
Oh, yeah. Old Robert Gasser.
Wow.
Gas, eh?
He is a LHP.
Another LHP.
It's important.
There's a lot of lefties here for the Cardinals.
Who's pitching for the Redbirds?
Oh, we have Hunter Dobbins.
Okay, thank you. It's important information.
It's very important for you, Carey. Go ahead.
You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Show us J.J. Weatherholt.
What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Show us Ivan Herrera.
What's your favorite position?
Designated hitter.
That's cool with me. It's not my favorite, but I'll do it for you.
He made me a little nervous there. He took a little longer than I thought. The left-handed pitcher for the Brew Crew. Give me that. Show me Jordan Walker.
That one touched the ground. That one touched the ground.
Yeah. What's going on there? I'm just fixing something that's been bugging me.
Wait a minute. What have we here?
Okay. I think it's Velasquez.
You know what? We'll go with that.
Show us Velasquez.
Man, I'm glad I called that guy.
Welcome back to the show.
There we go. All right, so the other day, who was this?
This was Fermin the other day, I think.
It was the Ferminator here.
Probably Fermin, and then Wynn got in the game late today as a pitch runner.
Okay.
While she was hot because he didn't steal second, put himself in scoring position. Well, he's pissed off. He's like, run! What are you doing? Run! He never took off.
Go ahead.
Show us Jose Fermin.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, so is it Burley here?
It might be.
I think it's Burley.
Okay, do it.
Show us Alec Burleson.
He's not some magic star.
What? You're insane. He's a huge star at this specific sliver of time.
All right, this is probably Mason Wynn. I didn't hear that he was injured in his hand or anything. Show us Mason Wynn.
Shortstop. That's right. Now and forever and ever, shortstop.
We aren't in the top 10. Wait.
This is bullshit.
He's the best in the business.
Best arm in baseball.
Okay. So if Fermin is in, so who's our third baseman here? Is Fermin now?
I think Blaze is in at third base.
I think you're probably right. I don't.
This is either Newt, Nathan Church. I don't think Torres is in. He just played. I might go Nathan Church, Blaze, and then maybe Pajes.
Catching 2 games in a row?
Yeah.
Or was Crooks catch earlier today?
Crooks started the game earlier today.
Okay, so, yeah.
Pajes finished it.
Church, you want Blaze Jordan, then Church?
I want Church, Blaze, Pajes.
All right. Show us Nathan Church.
What a shame.
Okay, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
All right. In left field, in center field.
Hang on. JJ's a lefty. Burley's a lefty.
I can go Newt in center.
Okay.
Show us Lars Newbar.
No way in hell.
Gosh darn it.
Okay. Let's not.
Maybe it's for me.
Maybe it's Blaze Jordan here, then Newt.
I don't think they moved Blaze up. Maybe it's for me, and he's playing center field.
Okay. Show us Jose Fermin.
Hello, local utility.
Nice job, Carey.
All right. Show us Blaze Jordan.
It was Johnny Hopkins and Sloan Kettering, and they were blazing that up every day.
I think it's Pajes here?
I think it's Pajes.
Show us Pedro. Pajes.
You're wrong.
Gosh darn it.
Okay, so is Herrera catching?
Well, what do they do that for?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
So then this would be who? Oh, well, if it's him, then it's probably is Nathan Church.
Or it's Newt.
I don't think Newton batting ninth.
They did it not too long ago.
He started the game in the 9-hole?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that one.
Okay, so Herrera, Walker in right field, Velasquez left field.
Or DH.
Or DH. Fermin left field.
Center field.
Center field.
That's where I have him.
We need a left fielder.
Or
We need a left fielder.
So we need an outfielder.
We need an outfielder.
So it's either I would say it's Nathan Church here.
All right, go ahead, man.
Show us Nathan Church.
I believe in the
There you
Church
go.
of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones.
All right, run it, Marshy.
All right, leading off, your second baseman, J.J. Weatherholt, batting second and catching, Ivan Herrera. Batting third in right field is Jordan Walker. Your cleanup hitter tonight, the DH, Nelson Velasquez. Batting fifth, playing first base, is Alec Burleson. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Batting seventh in left field is Jose Fermin. Batting eighth, playing third base, is Blaze Jordan. And batting ninth in center field, Nathan Church.
Stay fair! Stay fair!
Go foul, go foul!
I don't believe what I just saw!
Home run.
All right. Anthony and I are still tied at 14. He tried to take Jordan Walker and Ivan Herrera earlier today, but
no go.
No go. That game doesn't count.
Does not.
I'm going to take Jordan Walker.
Come on, man. Of course you are. So Anthony wants Ivan Herrera?
Correct.
Guys ain't hitting 2 home runs in back-to-back games.
My turn?
Yep.
Give me Velasquez.
Give me Burley.
All right. All right, there you have it. Your Redbirds. What time does that game start, Marshy?
Tonight's ball game starts at 6:45.
6:45. Let's go Birds. All right, we asked you for the daily drop, your mic drops. We'll get into that next here in 101 ESPN. All right, welcome back here to the Fast Lane, 101 ESPN. We asked you for your mic drops for our daily drop segment. Marshy, what do we got?
We have Swan, who left us a mic drop.
All right.
There's only so much you can do with a bullpen. I mean, there's really not much else they can do. They got to keep kind of trotting them out there until the trade deadline comes, because you're kind of in a rock and a hard place. You got to hope you can get through this little stretch here and be all right. That's where the Cardinals are at.
Yeah. I guess my follow-up question...
Swan gets it.
Yeah, Swan gets it. But my follow-up question would be, do you really think they're going to do much at the deadline?
No.
Like, do we really think they're going to go out and try to revamp the bullpen?
No.
I think they'll make some moves, but I don't know if they'll try to revamp it.
I think...
Although, doing that to a bullpen, it's not that hard to do it.
I think it might be easier to do that than, starting rotation or to the lineup trying to change things around.
I would agree. It's probably the easiest thing to
But your bullpen help might be in the form of the starters that you have now. So you might have a couple of guys that are starting at this moment. I don't know, man. Be great bullpen arms in 2027 or beyond, whenever they play again. I don't know if they're going to play next year. That's why I said that.
What's next, Marshy?
We have Adam.
So I know you'll feel me on this, Carey. I am so freaking tired of watching Ryan Stanek blow games. I can't keep doing this. I watched the game in the office today while working. Was excited. Jordan Walker, first inning home run against the Miz. I mean, I thought, okay, this is a game. We're going to get the Brewers here, get them again tonight, and go up 2-1 in the 5-game series here. And nope, sure enough, we figure out a way for our bullpen to blow the game. More specifically, Ryan Stanek. I'm tired of it. Don't want to see him out there anymore. Get rid of him.
I don't disagree. But again, you are what you are right now. Will Stanek still be a part of this team following the trade deadline? I don't know. I'm not a fan.
Listen, man.
Carey just doesn't care.
I care, right? I truly do care.
That doesn't sound like
you're not letting any of this get to you and ruin your day.
It's just
like the rest of the city.
How many years do you think Ryan Stanek has been in the league?
Well, he's been in for a while.
Ah, damn it. Jamie, how many years?
What did Marshy say?
He said
he wasn't listening. Yeah.
How many years has Stanek been in the league?
I feel like he's been around for a while.
How long?
Did you just say that?
Yeah.
7 years.
He's been in the league 10 years.
Okay.
This is his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's time to get rid of him.
16.
What?
This is 16.
Well, there's a reason.
So, with that being said, the reason is he knows how to stick around. Ain't that right, Jamie? Longevity. You know about traveling
he's
to
a
different
wanted
cities.
commodity.
There you
for
go.
Sure. Teams are reaching out for,
For sure.
Yeah, been down that
Been
road.
doing it for a while, man. 10-plus years in the league, working his tail off.
Yeah, I'd probably move on from him.
To what, though?
Anybody.
Come on, man.
You.
I might have a little bit left in the,
you know what's weird
arm.
Is I was throwing a baseball not too long ago, and as the shoulders get older and the scar tissue is still there, like I work out all the time, do the band work, and try to do all this like stuff, but the range of motion does decrease.
Leave.
So I'm sitting there throwing the baseball, and it's like I'm like 3/4 sidearm.
Yeah, just throw a sidearm like Jose Firmino does.
It's just things change, Carey. Things change.
I agree. I told you I had to start throwing my left hand at one point.
Yeah, I heard that. You said you like to use both hands.
Yeah, I'm ambidextrous.
Yeah, right.
Sorry that you feel that way.
All right, this next one is from Matt.
Hey guys, longtime listener, first time mic dropper here in response to the poor showing with the U.S. national team for a round of 16 match against Belgium. Effort was poor, and yesterday you guys discussed what can bridge the gap, and a lot of the talk was surrounding the best athletes in the U.S. Choosing soccer, which is absolutely valid. The other thought that I will throw into that is just the overall play pay-to-play model in the U.S., there's a pretty high barrier of entry, and I can only reference soccer as a former player and grew up in the club scene. I now have a 5-year-old son, and really the only way to get him into any league that has any substance behind it is to join a club. And I can only imagine after I got the price for my 5-year-old that a lot of families who are raising great future athletes, they're priced out of this. And I think that's present in soccer and hockey, maybe basketball as well, in comparison to other sports. Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, don't disagree.
It's important. I mean, not that the people running the show in terms of like these organizations care, because if you can get somebody to pay it, somebody's going to pay it. But you are leaving out a vast majority of people that you might be middle class, you might be lower class, you might just not have it in the budget to be able to spend $5,000 to $10,000 for something like youth sports. Like if it was something maybe educational, people might feel more willing.
I think some people justify it that way. I think there's a lot of people who are delusional, thinking that their kid is the next D1 scholarship, and that's going to save them, $100,000 or.
Yeah, a lot of people.
And then some people are not. I'm not saying it's, but I think some people look at that as like, oh, this is an investment into your future.
And if it works out for you, awesome. I can tell you that every kid ain't going to play D1. Like, now you can go play at a lower level, depending on how talented you are. But the main thing is you must have a level of talent. And sometimes
kids out there.
Huh?
A lot of kids out there.
A lot of kids out there. Mm-hmm. But you must have some level of talent and a love for the work associated with that specific game. Like, if your kid, I'll put it to you like this. If your kid is having to be dragged to practice every single day, you got to get them out of bed to go train, or her out of bed. If they're not self-motivated and willing to do it, the writing is probably on the wall.
We get a lot of texts, and I got tweeted at with you, Marshy, as well.
Oh.
Just about the cost of hockey. If you were listening, we said hockey's expensive. But hockey's not behind. In the United States or Canada, hockey's not behind on the world stage right now. It's not. The model for hockey, although it's expensive, it's producing some of the best players in the world right now. Team USA, the best team in the world. So I'd say, I don't know if the money's like paying off, but it is what it is.
All right, we have one more from Jerry.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Hope you're having a blessed and wonderful day.
Thank you, Jerry.
A couple things real quick. Yes, I was very disappointed in the men's national soccer game last night. Very poor effort on their part. Disappointed in the Cardinals the last couple of games, although close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. But I was shocked at what happened on Monday Night Raw last night. What do you guys think about CM Punk coming back and winning the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship?
No.
That always makes me laugh because CM Punk is not a heavyweight. Like, I know they have all these guys that are bigger guys, but I think of heavyweight. I think of like The Undertaker, The Rock, Stone Cold. Like, those are some big dudes.
So Sami Zayn had the belt, and he was supposed to face Cody Rhodes. However, Cody Rhodes was attacked at the beginning of Monday Night Raw, which then led to Sami Zayn thinking that, hey, we're all good. I don't need to fight anybody. I'll keep the belt. And that was not the case, because then CM Punk was the one who came out. He ultimately wins. But CM Punk, like, people love this guy. So
he's been around a really long time. I'm surprised he's still able to do what he's doing, man.
Personally, I like Sami Zayn, but I don't think he's the guy that should be holding that title. So I'm kind of happy that somebody else won. Again, I like Sami Zayn, but he just doesn't. He's not like, for me, he's not one of those guys. So I'm personally happy that he lost. But it should be fun. CM Punk has a lot of rivals around wrestling. So we'll see who. It'll probably be Cody again, or Sami Zayn will get another chance. Who knows? But
I'll be glued to my TV for that.
Oh, I know you will.
Marshy, hit the breaking news.
Breaking news. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Big stuff happening here.
101 ESPN breaking news alert.
Just announced that Cardinals reliever Riley O'Brien will play in his first MLB All-Star game.
Wow. Hey, look at that guy.
Yeah.
2 All-Stars.
Speaking of our bullpen.
2 All-Stars.
Yeah, 3. Don't you forget about
the
manager.
Ollie. My bad, Ollie. That's on me, brother.
Oh, that's your boy, too.
That's my guy, man. No, that's
all right. So Cardinals, Riley O'Brien headed to his first All-Star game. He leads the NL with 22 saves this season. So why he wasn't selected before now, I'm not sure. But he is an All-Star. All right, thank you very much, everybody who participated in the Daily Drop. It's becoming a favorite segment of mine and lots of people. Lisa really likes it, too. Said, I like this segment. Positivity coming out of there. All right, it is time for Bet the Board, Beat the Streak. We need a Beat the Streak contestant. So type in BTS and your name to the Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646. All that coming up next here on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals lose game 1 of today's doubleheader to the Milwaukee Brewers, but they have a chance to pick up a win tonight. 6:45 first pitch, Cardinals Brewers. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll see if the Cardinals can pick up a victory in the first 3 games of this 5-game series. If you missed anything from today's show, including our World Cup talk, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page and you'll find all of our shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Hit baseballs. All of my successes depend on me.
You're ready to hit.
The hits just keep on coming.
And his first big league hit is a bullet up the middle.
All right, it's time for Beat the Streak. Marshy, who we got today?
Today we have Oz from Florida joining the show.
Right. Oz, how we doing?
Good. How we doing, Jake?
We're doing pretty good, man. Okay, so what's our leaderboard look like right now?
Well, unfortunately for Carey, he had a 10-game hit streak, and he is now back to 0. Jamie, you are at 0. Anthony is on the struggle bus. He is at 0 as well. I have 2, and now we welcome in Oz.
All right, so Marcia will go first, and then we'll go with Oz. Is that how it works?
That's correct, and then Carey will go third. I'm going to go with Jordan Walker.
All right. Oz, go ahead, buddy.
I'm going to take Newt. There it is.
All righty.
Did you say Newt Bar?
He said Newt. There it is.
Newt is not in the lineup.
He's not in the lineup.
We'll give you another pick.
Okay, Herrera.
He is in the lineup.
Oh, lucky guess.
There you go. All right, Carey, go ahead.
I should have went with this guy last night. Mason Wynn.
And then is it...
you were up next. Jamie?
Give me that Velasquez. Double down on this one.
And Anthony said anybody in the lineup. We gave him Jackson Churio yesterday, did we not?
No.
We did. He did not get a hit.
He didn't get a hit. It's not our fault. So I think today Anthony probably wants, I don't know, Cooper Pratt. What is he? A real player? Yeah. It's cool.
All right,
he likes those Coopers.
Well, Cooper, let's beat the streak. Hopefully we're talking to you again tomorrow, my man. Good luck.
Yep. And here we go.
Steelers. Here we go.
No.
Pittsburgh going to the Super Bowl.
Here we go.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Oz.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. All right, time for Bet the Board.
What were you saying about Pratt?
Oh, he's batting 196.
Oh, man. I didn't see that.
Terrible. All right, Bet the Board time. How did everybody do last night? I know my Braves blew it.
Yeah, Carey's the only one that picked up a point. Yeah. Matt Olson had a nice night, even though your Braves, Jamie, did not win.
Sorry about that.
And Team USA did not win for Anthony. That's probably why he was so fired up last night. And old Flo Balogun did not score. So.
No,
is that what you picked?
Mm-hmm. I had an anytime goal.
Oh, yeah.
He actually had a really good chance in the second half. Then was stoned.
Yeah. It was a terrible kick.
He kicked it right at him.
His chest.
Give me Yandy Diaz. 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. Diaz, is it?
All right. Who is it now? Does it matter?
Oh, it's Anthony. So I don't know who he picked, but
he picked something. Blue Jays money line. What he said.
Blue Jays money line, huh?
Mm-hmm. Where are they at? I don't see them. They playing today? Blue Jays.
Is that who? Yeah, they play the Giants. Man, he just loves going against whatever team the Giants are facing.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Okay, I am looking at tonight's Dodgers-Rockies game, and give me Justin Robleski, 6+ strikeouts, plus odds at plus 123. Robleski, 6+ strikeouts.
Me now?
You now.
All right. Give me son of a. It keeps bouncing. Give me the Red Sox on the money line, minus 126.
That's what you're going with?
Yeah, Red Sox money line.
You and old Wilson?
Yeah. What did you think of all that exchange, by the way?
A couple of weeks ago or last week?
What that Cavalli? Was that the guy? Or?
He, I don't know. Wilson is he's an angry man, so I respect it. You know.
Well, so
I
the game
understand
before, Miles Mikolas is pitching, and Wilson absolutely crushes a home run. And then he takes about 20 seconds walking down first base line.
Do you blame him? Miles was part of that bus that ran over him a couple years ago.
But that's fine. Hear me up. Do what you want to do. But then he gets pitched inside at one point, and then, John Boy, the John Boy media guy, he does all the, so he did this, research. And so later on in the game, Wilson rounded third. And instead of running to the path to home plate, it was 3 outs, they were done. Yeah. He turned quick and ran straight almost into the pitcher.
Crossed his face. Yes,
so then the pitcher's what are you doing here? And then he struck him out and then told him to sit down. He said some words.
Told him to go sit down, boy.
Yeah. I understand. There's a lot of people, though, Carey. There's a lot of people in this world now that don't understand the negative connotation of using that word.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he knew or if he didn't know.
He said he didn't know.
He said he didn't know. I have to. If I told my kids that right now at 22, they'd have no idea what I'm talking about.
Right.
They have no idea.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not going to say one way or the other. Wilson took offense to that, and then all hell broke loose.
Yeah, I'm always on Wilson's side, even when he's wrong, man. You got some friends.
Why didn't you do that for the Cardinals last year? Remember how many times he got plunked? And I was like, why does he take that?
I think he needed teammates to respond for him, and I don't think that team.
They didn't. No, they didn't.
You got friends that you Jamie. Actually, you're probably that friend. That even when you're wrong, your friends are with you. I'm sure Sean has called you and said some things like after the incident is done, you gotta stop.
No,
but I'm not gonna tell you that while we're there. While we're there, we're gonna smash faces.
That's exactly it. I know you're wrong.
I've been there.
But right now we're right. Later on, we're gonna talk again.
Later on, we're gonna realize how to not end up in this situation, but. We're on our way now.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
I think you also have to take into consideration Wilson Contreras is from Venezuela, and they had the earthquake. I'm sure that,
I understand
emotions
all that.
are. No, I'm just, from this guy, dude, come on, man.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. There's so many stupid rules in baseball, the unwritten rules. I don't understand some of them, but it is what it is. I thought it was fine. I enjoyed watching it. I thought it was funny that Miles Mikolas tried to grab Contreras. Not to fight him, but just to stop him.
He knows him, yeah.
That was interesting.
Get out of here. You threw me under the bus 3 years ago.
Would have been great if he hit him right in the button. Boom.
Oh, they're praying.
Yeah. Right now, Switzerland.
How about this soft contact?
Switzerland and Colombia are in penalty kicks right now. 1-1 in penalty kicks. We'll keep you updated.
They just cut away to a fan that was praying.
Well, why wouldn't you pray?
I mean, yeah, I agree. Praying things go right.
Yeah.
It's fun.
All right, we will be back to wrap up the show with criticisms, compliments, and our 3 stars of the day.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute, so you are in it until the final whistle. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. That's FanDuel.com/local to get started now. It is FanDuel's Super Sub. If your player leaves the match, your bet will continue on with the substitute. So head over to FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Let there be goals. This summer on FanDuel. Must be 21 plus and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's Fastlane here, 101 ESPN. Quite the game going on right now. Penalty kicks, Switzerland and Colombia. They're down to the last kick. Colombia has missed twice. They've only got 2 goals.
I need a goal by
3.
Colombia. I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
Because I want to see Colombia keep playing.
Likewise, Carey. Likewise.
You know, you get it.
All right. If you missed anything today on the show, you can always check it out on the ESPN mobile app. The podcast brought to you by Schaefer Door Company. Criticisms, compliments. Marshy, what do we got?
Criticisms and compliments.
From Curb Stomp, today's show as a whole, our version of Messi was a Jordan Walker banger. What I learned today is that today is truly 2 pros and 1 average Joe, except that Marshy is above average. Hashtag shout out to the snake pit.
Marshy, how you feeling with that? That's kind of a crap sandwich, wasn't it?
I mean, yeah.
It's funny, but slightly above average, huh?
Well, yeah.
All right.
We'll take that.
Guess that's a victory, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Criticisms, compliments. Keep going.
Okay, so Tim's offshore bookie texted in, and Jamie, you almost got him. You said, hit the breaking news sounder. We have breaking news. And Tim's offshore bookie almost jumped out of his chair thinking that you were going to say the Blues acquired Alex Nikishin from the Carolina Hurricanes.
Not yet. Not yet. But you never know. Sorry about that, Tim's offshore bookie. And Switzerland.
You gotta wait 30 seconds, Jamie.
Ooh. What's that?
I said you gotta wait 30 seconds.
I do? Ooh. Okay. I'll wait 30 seconds. But there is a winner in the Switzerland-Colombia game. One of them will be headed off to play Argentina.
Let's just say it's not the team that Carey was rooting for.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Tim's toothless bottom boy knows why.
Why?
Well,
why he knows?
I think he knows. Colombia's beautiful.
Beautiful country.
Yeah, that's beautiful,
brother.
Very friendly people.
I'm sure.
Except for cartels, but that's okay. It's different.
Are they still there like they were?
Don't think the business dried up. Just saying. All right, it's been more than 30 seconds. Switzerland advances to play Argentina in the next round at the World Cup. We got anything else, or it's time for 3 stars?
No, let's go to Mahomes Longbody, and Mahomes Longbody says, let's go get him, USA. In 4 years, that is.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, when's the women's? When is the next World Cup for the women?
Did the women not do well the last time through? I
don't know, man. I just remember 1999.
Yeah, well, yeah, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, they won it all.
The Women's World Cup is next year in Brazil.
How did they do last World Cup, the women?
We should go take our show on the road to go watch the Women's World Cup.
And Tommy expense it for us?
Man, let's do it. You want soccer?
Boots on the ground.
Intel from the fast lane. Text in and send your emails and tell our crew to be sent to Brazil. Please and thanks. For the Women's
World Cup.
You want this is what you want, and we want to provide it for you. We will
the best information possible.
Man, you will have so much info you wouldn't know whether to blow your socks off.
Well
with
said.
Information. Socks will be blown off.
Marshy, do we have?
I'm looking up right now. So the women's team, they did win, not the last World Cup, but the previous two.
They won that one. Yeah.
They did win, and then they went to the round of 16 in 2023. They finished with a record of 1 win, 3 draws, 0 losses, though. I guess that was in
pool play.
That doesn't make any sense. How can you not lose?
You just you just win. Just win.
No, they lost, though.
I don't know.
I don't know how any of this stuff works.
Good luck to them.
Just actually thinking about it, we should probably go earlier to Brazil to kind of get the lay of the land.
Well, we want to get a good spot for
know where we're going to be for next year. So,
yeah.
I mean, we can go sometime this season, this off season, soccer off season, and start to
in Brazil.
Yeah.
We might not even need to for soccer. We can go. I'm sure the NFL's got a game in Brazil this year.
We can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
We can do that. Yeah, I think that's what we do.
Football game and prepare our soccer
research and development.
Yeah. You know what? I appreciate Curb Stomp. He says I was not giving Marshy a crap sandwich. He was just saying that I'm above average. Not slightly above average. There's a difference there.
Okay, sure. I guess it's the way you look at it.
Tim's offshore bookie says if they lost in penalty kicks, is that still considered a draw? So maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Maybe you can advance but not win or lose?
No, so they in America, they lost. But in soccer, they came to a draw, and then they lost in penalties.
That's why we need to go early, Jamie, so we can get a firm hold of these things.
We'll have Marshy write up a really good email. And
Please
send
and
it
thank
to,
you.
I'll write
Tommy.
a letter.
Yeah. All right, 3 stars. Here we go.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day, presented by Circus Sports. No bet fees ever with the world's largest sports book, now at your fingertips in Illinois and Missouri.
All right, our 3rd star of the day goes out to Moen Owen.
Yeah,
Moen Owen.
Great kid.
Probably didn't know his name was going to be on the show today.
Maybe not, no. Great kid.
Our 2nd star of the day goes out to Affordable Youth Sports.
Please and thank you.
Yes, that's great.
Jeez Louise, man.
Yeah.
These kids involved.
And our 1st star of the day goes out to the Soccer Clear It Camp.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to rebrand it. We were kind of in the wrong lane.
What we'll do, you see, the new CarShield Sports Complex can be open up soon. They've got soccer and hockey.
Oh.
So we can do a combo camp.
I like it.
The combo
Hockey
camp.
in the morning.
Clear It camps.
And the soccer Clear It camp in the afternoon.
2 Clear It camps.
Wow. For the price of one?
I mean.
Hey, are you kidding me?
What do you mean, no? We just spent a whole show talking about how expensive sports are. Now you're trying to upcharge these people for the clear ball and a puck out of the zone?
Wait. How is upcharging
2 for 1, man?
That's a deal. I'm not
That's
getting
a deal.
No.
It's a deal.
No, we're
2
charging
for 1. 2 for 1.
Hey, the club teams are charging too much. Here at Synergy Hockey, we price it accordingly, and that's extra training that is voluntary.
Look at this. He's trying to get into the Clear It camp. He didn't want anything. He didn't want anything to do with it earlier. Now he wants to.
Watching the U.S., so that goalie could use a Clear It camp.
He probably could have. I don't know if it matters.
We got yelled at earlier. So I said, well, he clearly was trying to do another play. Okay, I understand that.
He was trying to do what?
He was clearly trying to make another play.
What play was that?
Well, I guess he said the defender. I don't know.
His foot got stuck in the ground. I think he was trying to clear it.
I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
I kind of think he got mixed up and screwed it up. So, I don't know. All right, we will hopefully talk to you tomorrow about a Red Bird winner. But until then, have a great night. Enjoy your family, and we will see you tomorrow.